Test. Okay. Hi, friends. Welcome to the Mostly Yoga podcast. My name is Aaron. Welcome to the show. To whoever you are, whether we've met or not, thanks for being curious, and thanks for tuning in. So this is the third episode of my Gym Bro series, right? Oop. Well done. Where was I? This is the third episode of my Gym Bro series, and today we will be talking to Elson. First to arrive, last to leave. Big brother of our morning crew, BBQ boys gang. This one was a easy episode to do, very lighthearted, very casual, very easy lah. We just sat down, we sat down, we chatted, and then just like that, 2 hours go by lah. And these kinds of conversations are the ones that I really enjoy because it's like any other day lah, right? If we weren't recording this, if we were just sitting down at the void deck or just drinking coffee or whatever, this is the kind of thing that we would talk about anyway. It's just nice. It's nice to be able to experience this kind of thing, to just have these moments where I can just listen and to connect and to learn lor. And if you yourself are also a long-time listener, and you like what you hear, you can always go to coffee.com/mostlyyoga, show your support. Feel free to donate if you like. And then if you don't, it's fine also, because this will always be free. I'll keep making these for you to listen and to learn and to enjoy. And links will be in the description thing below, along with some other links. There's this activewear brand that my friend is doing, so I have a promo code there. If you want to use it, you can just click on the links and check it out, see what I mean. And like I said, today's episode, very easy, very simple to listen to. We mostly talk about his experiences as a parent, which he relates back to a lot, being a dad. Some stuff with the gym, the usual, all our nonsense that we do, and just some life lessons here and there, along with just this concept of always just improving yourself, always being better. Like we talked about that quite a bit towards the end of things. So without further ado, just go for it. Here is Elson. Enjoy. Oops.
Alright, man, I'm fine with it.
Hello? Hey?
Yeah, no sound already.
Okay. So this is it all. Then what else? Oh yeah,
phone
on silent.
It's already on silent.
Is it if it vibrates, just put it elsewhere lor. Otherwise, because you can hear the when I did Fadil's one, it kept boom boom boom.
Right.
Just put it on the table lah. But if you need to look at your phone, just
just
keep
grab
it on you lah.
Can.
Do you need to charge your phone?
No need lah. No need.
Let me put this away. And I feel like it's a bit of a blessing or curse that every time when I do this podcast, it always rains. When I did Daniel, when I did Fadil, when I do you now,
is it?
It's fucking raining.
Is it? Blessing or curse? How so?
I don't know. Thanks for the coffee.
No problem, man. I always feel you don't go to people's house empty-handed lah.
When you ask me hey, should I bring coffee? It's don't need lah, right?
Yeah, you're at home what? I know.
So if anything, I will host you ma.
True.
It's your just upbringing, right?
Yeah. I just don't like to go people's house empty-handed lah.
Where do you get this from? It's still warm, you got it from your house there? Or
No. I got it from 444. Yeah, Central lah.
Yeah, Central.
Yeah. Are we already live? No, not yet. Okay.
We live maybe 5 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago.
Oh, we were already? Okay.
Yeah. What do you do today? Do you go anywhere?
Yes, I did. Morning, brought my girl for basketball training. Then we got back, then we had breakfast lor. Just snowing. Oh yeah, her academy, they went for Taiwan for games.
That's the one that you recently keep going to attend, is it?
No,
or is
no,
that
no,
for
no,
yourself?
no.
That's because you play basketball
I do.
and then you went to the game or something at the Bedok. Remember you said you left early to go to and then
Oh yeah, that was my friend's kids NSG, National School Games.
and then this one is your daughter's.
This one is daughter, but she didn't go. Her team went there to play. Cause during the selection, right, she did not make it to the selection because she got COVID.
When was this?
Somewhere 2 months back, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
And then you went to fetched her there to support the team.
No, this morning was for her own training. For her own training. The Taiwan team, right? The her teammates are already in Taiwan, so they are playing there now.
How many kids do you have?
One
Daughter.
One only. Yes.
How old is she?
She's P6 this year lah. 12.
And play
Turning
basketball.
12.
Is she tall?
No, she's very short. I think my wife is short, so normally the kids takes after the wife lah. Then
Oh, like on
yeah, normally lah, right? And then on top of that, the father also not that tall lah. You know what I'm saying?
Not that short also lah.
Not that tall lah. So it sort of. So I don't know lah. I'm hoping that she will have a spurt of growth lor, soon enough, hopefully. Yeah, that's a very very big shortcoming on her part.
I mean,
because she's
you
playing basketball. Exactly.
But
exactly.
are other girls like
No, not that I know. She's like the shortest lah. Everywhere she goes.
she can jump or what? Or
She
just likes
cannot
it
really
lah.
jump, but I think she
Not looking good.
she takes after a bit. She takes a bit after me in terms of athleticism. She's fast. She can run fast. Yeah, faster than her peers lah. Right, I wouldn't say she's.
So she's not the dunker lah.
She's not. She's not.
striker.
So she is usually what we call the point guard. I mean,
The one that passed to the striker or
striker. That's
pushing all the
football.
team. Yeah, sorry, the guy that throws at the dunker.
The guy who okay, in basketball term, right, the point guard, the PGs are the one that normally controls they are like the coach, you know, in game. They are the one who controls, like they choose who to pass,
Right.
like yeah. Yeah, so they are like the controller lah. Sometimes we call them controller. Yeah, so they control the game, the pace of the game. They want it fast, they want it slow, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. So point guard, she is usually the point guard. Cause first of all, short mah. Normally point guards are shorter, and are better running may or may not, but they are better handler. Handler as in dribbling off the
Yeah.
ball. Yeah. So normally.
What position do you play?
I'm not a point guard. I'm what you call I'm a bit confused on this lah. In Singapore term, because I play the forward. But in US context, right, the forwards are actually bigger guys, smaller than the center, but they are bigger than guards.
Defend.
They are to attack the basket. Yeah, but in Singapore context, right, usually the forwards are the shorter ones. Then they are normally standing in front. During a defense, they stand in front. Then the center would
How many
be
people are in the basketball game?
5 lah, dude.
5 only?
5 per team, yes.
So there's one person is each row lah.
Yes. It's not hard and fast.
There was more people.
No, it's not hard and fast. So you have okay, the context, right, in US basketball, right, so you have a point guard, then you will have 2 forward. It's small forward, power forward. So power forward are normally the bigger guys who sometimes double up at center, right? Then you have the point guard, which is like say the
Controller.
the control, yeah. Then point guard. Then there's the shooting guard,
Which is the
normally the
Michael
shooter
Jordan
lah. No, Jordan is actually a point guard.
Okay.
Yeah, so Pippen is the
Is that a guy's name?
Yeah, Scotty Pippen is, I think, if I'm not wrong, I think he's the shooting guy. So anyway, yeah. But in Singapore context, right, the forward, we don't name them power forward
It's just
or
two
small
forwards,
forward. No, it's just two forwards,
Yeah.
two guards, one center. Center, I mean, obviously the guy standing in the center lah, right? Because he's the biggest, tallest guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the two guards usually stands at the back and are normally bigger. And then you got the two forwards in front. So one of the forward, most of the time double up as a point guard. They are the one who will bring the ball up and control everything. This is in Singapore context. So that's, yeah.
Have you always like played basketball when you're young?
I always, since primary school. I play basketball since primary school.
I guess you seem like a basketball guy. Like, you know, the last time when you don't have video game, all these people play sports, right?
Exactly.
When you go school, so you go play soccer, you play basketball. It's either or, right? Malay people will play soccer, Chinese boys will play basketball.
Normally,
Right,
especially my era, yes.
Yeah.
Very prominent.
I think my era coming in also in secondary school was soccer or basketball. But our school, like my school, that one, the Pasir Ris Crest,
Yes.
we didn't have a basketball CCA,
Right.
but we had like soccer during PE. And then, so like most of the, and I think back then, like, or even now, or rather in Singapore, soccer is more popular than basketball, right? People will stay up late to watch soccer. Nobody really stay up to watch basketball.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you know?
I mean, if you are into the game, you would lah.
but
Yes,
like,
exactly.
like if I ask you what's Singapore's national sport, it's soccer, right? In a way, or football.
Right.
Yeah,
That
so-
part I agree. Yes.
So like more people will play soccer. Then I remember like I wasn't very athletic. I didn't like to run. Every time when they go play the thing, right, then I'll just run away. I'll just either be the goalkeeper because I don't want to run,
Right.
or be the defender, just sit there and wait for the ball to come. to
Right.
me.
Right.
And then I'll just anyhow, just as long as the ball comes, I'm the
Kick it
defender.
away.
Just kick it away, right?
Yeah,
Very simple,
exactly.
But I remember I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't know. I hated it.
I am on the opposite of your spectrum lah.
You like to play?
I
remember that you asked me to go play basketball. You just said I don't like team sports, right?
yeah. Cause no, I asked you to play football. Cause the rest of the guys in the gym are playing. We are playing football. We try to do it every month.
Yeah.
Basically, the rest all Daniel joins the
Really,
last game. Yeah.
Where?
Adi, Afat, Trevor has been missing a few games. Delvin as well.
At the
Initially we started playing.
Underwood.
Soccer.
you feel right.
No. We started playing futsal at Safra Tampines. Cause one of the guys, Shamil, he has a member lah, so he'll book, and then we go there quite regularly. Yeah, once at least one time every month.
Is it the whole field or half the field?
Futsal is a smaller pitch. Normally 5 or 7 aside.
But it's on the ground or it's with grass, with turf?
With the turf lah. With the turf. It's with the turf.
Okay.
Yeah. The one that you referring to, the hard ground, right?
It's like just a basketball court with cones.
Yeah. So that one normally they call it. A bit here and there lah. That one they call it street soccer lah.
Street soccer, yeah.
Street soccer, yeah.
Take out a shoe and play one.
Yeah. they do have street soccer
Shoes,
boots also.
yeah.
Have. So then what we played was the futsal lah. They call it futsal. It's on turf, but it's just like 5 or 7 aside. Normally it's 5 aside lah.
Okay.
Right, 5. I think 5 or 7. 5 lah. I think if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Then
Run around there.
just run. It's more tiring than the actual 11 aside.
What does that mean?
The one you see like the
big one,
the BPL, all this. Yeah.
Because it's half the field, what, or like even
It's
1/4.
it's about there.
Yeah.
It's actually smaller. And then why I say it's more tiring, because you are constantly moving. Because the pitch is so small. Right, but with 11 aside it's different mah. Once you kick the ball, like
You just wait lor.
Yeah, if you kick like right to,
Yeah, you're not gonna run all the way.
you're not
there.
gonna run away. Yeah. So when the ball comes near your position, then you start
Then you go
chasing the
top, you
ball.
zhong lah.
You do your shit lah, right? Yeah. So yeah, I play those. I was very active lah. I in primary school, right, I was very involved in One Leg. Have you heard One Leg?
The movie?
No, it's a game.
Soccer.
No, it's just a game. Whereby you are within this perimeter. Within this perimeter. There's 2 ways of playing. So one way is you are divided into 2 teams. So one team will be on one leg. You hop on one leg to
Like hopscotch?
No. It's within a perimeter. So within that perimeter, right, anywhere you can run. You can run anywhere. Right, but once you're out of the perimeter, that means you're out lah.
You do hop on one leg.
No, you have to. So there's two ways of playing. One way is you are divided into two teams. So this team will send one player to catch. So the catcher will be on one leg hopping to try to catch everyone on the other side. So you can the person that's running, right, the team that's running, right, you can put in 1 or 2 or 3 regardless, right. The objective of the game is to catch everyone on that team. So once you got caught, right, you're out. So the next person will come in, or you can put 2 guys in or 3 guys in, but not too much because disadvantage you got nowhere to run right. So that's one way of playing it. The other way of playing is everybody is inside. Everybody is inside. You got only one catcher, and the objective of that catcher is to catch everyone.
So who's on one leg? The catcher.
The catcher is on one leg.
And everybody else can run like.
Run, yeah, but within that perimeter.
And okay. So just catching with
one leg, yes, with one leg, but within a very very confined area, yeah. So that was my first game in primary school, right? So then you have your normal your police and thief, your catching. Yeah, I was quite good in all those. Yeah, I was quite good. So I always tell my kid that back then I keep telling her that I'm the king of catching, right? I'm the king of we don't call it hide and seek, we call it hide and run, because you don't just must catch right? So yeah. So then after that we move on to sports, because after my time was P3, then you have to get involved in some, we don't call it CCA back then, it's called ECA, extra curricular. Yes. So back then we have to go do ECA. So for some reason I like basketball. For some reason. A lot of running, a lot of jumping, high adrenaline. Yeah. Then so I played basketball first. Then I played football was very much later. Then I played volleyball. I played badminton.
The standard
in primary school, yes. Table tennis not so much. Table tennis not a lot of running. Table tennis I play with my friends. At the void deck. Last time exactly. Yeah. Oh, there's another game also, the childhood game, Crocodile. Have you heard?
Yes, but I don't know what is it.
It's you need a table. You need a
to do what?
Okay, so the crocodile, the catcher the crocodile will be catching So everyone else will be on the table. So your objective is to touch one of them So you touch means you caught him. So he has to get off the table. So it's just like catching, but with a table.
You cannot leave the table.
You cannot leave the table. Right, but the crocodile can go underneath the table.
I feel like I've heard of this, but I also don't.
It's also one of those childhood games that we played and then we made so much noise.
Yeah, last time you can just do that. Last time you just run around, go like run around the void deck, block catching right? You can just run here, run there. I remember when I was in primary school, and I remember playing catching, and it was damn fun.
Yeah, it was.
And it's like, I don't know how we managed to find people, because you can just hide in the whole block, right? So you have to go every floor, walk through everything. Then I see you. Then it will be like you scream and run.
Exactly.
And then nobody complained. It wasn't a big deal last time.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. True.
But I remember, I used to be very fast at running. And then one time I fall down in school because I'm playing catching.
Right.
And you scrape your knee. And then I remember after that I was like, I'm very scared of running.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. I remember that quite vividly. I fall down one time. Then pain. I don't want to run anymore.
Right.
And I just
stop.
I just stopped running. I stopped being active.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No, for me back then it was just part and parcel. You bound to fall down. You bound to get injured. You bound to get.
I'm just scared. I just scared pain. I don't want to run already.
Yeah, I don't know cause I don't know. I feel that like it's just part of the
growing up.
You and then you want to act tough back then you scrape your knee, you got blood flowing, then it's like badge of honor, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
wow,
right,
hey,
sure,
wow, that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, wow, hey, I scraped my knee, wow, that scar, where it comes from, you know, then you were like, 没有啦，我跟你讲，我抓那个水啦, you know, that kind of
这样啦
thing,
that kind
yeah.
of thing.
But more often than not, you add in a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, like to glamorize the thing. Yeah, it was good time lah. It was good time, simple but very good time. Yeah, and I really enjoyed my childhood. I really enjoyed my childhood. Yeah. Solid. I, all said and done, right? Every part of the way, right? Even your childhood, right? It one way or another, it makes you the person you are today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I say, and I enjoy it lah. Not my mom though.
Because, I'm sure the parent will never like. It's hard for a parent to like say you being one or so. If you come back and then your kid is like in trouble or like fall down or something, you sure will get worried on what?
Actually not so much like, cause nowadays you know right, with devices, so the kids want to stay at home and you know
Play
handphone lah, you know, your iPad and shit, right? But I would rather my kid go out and
it's a
be
different
physical
time.
lah,
Yeah.
and be physical, right? Running, jumping, you know, and it's you interact
With the world?
with the world, with the people
When's the last
around
time you
yeah.
see a kid climb a tree?
Exactly,
Or,
exactly.
Last time playground got sand
Yeah,
Now no
exactly,
sand, Last time
exactly.
I'll dig the thing, play,
Yeah.
take the spoon, take the bottle, pour here, pour there.
And just do shit lah.
yeah, like
yeah.
you can be creative, you can be a kid lah.
You can be a kid,
Now there's
exactly.
AstroTurf lah.
Yeah.
There's no sand, there's no nothing.
sand. Correct.
Before, like, I remember hearing about this. So now all the playgrounds have the soft thing, right?
Correct.
And last time it's just like either the ground or sand.
Yes.
So whenever a kid plays, right, when he falls down, he will like ouch. But like this is back then. So when
Right.
they fall down, they will ouch. Okay, then they were like, okay, I need to get out. So they learn that like, oh, when I fall down, this is painful.
Right.
But you know, I still want to play.
Yes.
Now because the ground is so soft, right? When kids fall down, they don't feel that repercussion. So when they actually fall down on actual ground, they don't know how to handle it. Like it was a psychological.
Really, ma?
Yeah, it's like quite interesting that because of this soft ground that they put in playgrounds, now kids can't develop that like how to handle that like trauma or whatever. Which is interesting. Like it's something so small that affects the growth of children.
No, I think it could be also be with the upbringing lah. I
Upbringing,
feel,
the society,
yeah.
phones,
Because
it's
kids
a different
nowadays,
world
no, parents are very. I think, right, compared to our parents' generation, right, they are very protective of them, right. They want to shelter the kids from harm, right, as much as possible. But me on the other hand, I feel that you must expose them to all these things. Like for example, right, my wife a bit old school lah, right, so I will swear very sparingly in front of my daughter, especially, okay, I'm in construction. So construction, yeah, you know, all the fuck lah, all the kind of things starts coming out. So when I'm on the phone, I talk like that. My kid could be beside me, right? And then the wife will be like, hey, you want to control a bit? No, I say, no, why not? Why control? Let her know all these things. So what I always tell her is this: look, I'm throwing vulgarities, I'm swearing, right? But it is not right, at least not now for your age, right? So I'll tell my wife, I explain it to her this way. She's going to learn all these things sooner. I mean, fuck is in the dictionary, right? So she's going to learn this sooner or later. So why not sooner, right?
And within your control, under your supervision.
There you go, right? And rather from me than from outside, from other people, right? But just know that this is not right. At least not now, not at your age, right? But you know what this is. You know what this is. It's a swear word. It's not good, right? You don't say it. At least not now, right? So, but you do know what it is, yeah. So in a way, you it's like you're educating her lah. You know, you're educating her. So my wife know lah. My wife is like, hey, don't talk like that lah. I said no lah. In fact, as a matter of fact, actually, I don't know whether you are aware of this. Many people don't believe this, but I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink at all, not even a drop. I cannot. My wife On the other hand, she's a very good drinker. Basically her whole family can drink one, right? So what I try to do is that, sometimes they go out together, they'll meet with her friends, sometimes they'll enjoy a drink or two. I say, hey, let my girl try, take a sip. I'm not trying to turn her into an alcoholic, right? But let's take a sip. You train her from young. Don't be like the father who doesn't know how to drink, right? Yeah, at least especially more so for a girl.
Yeah.
That you know I'm going with this.
Yes,
exactly. Right? So in the event when she grows up, she turns 18, I am not going to be able to control her all the time. Right? At some point of time she might want to go clubbing and stuff, right?
Make her
Go
own
to a
decisions,
park.
isn't it?
Exactly. You gotta let her go. Right? But will she be able to take care of herself? You know for sure that she can hold her liquor well, then we are quite okay with that, right? Yeah. So that's why I've been trying to a bit unorthodox my method. Yeah. But where got people encourage your kid to drink at 10 years old?
I get where this is coming from, and I don't oppose it because, like, I believe in showing a child the truth of what the world is.
Yes.
On one hand, you can protect them.
Yes.
You can protect them. You can keep them sheltered. You can take care of them when they fall down. Come, I sign you, rub your wound, and you can protect them all the way to the point where they are an adult. And when now it's time for them to fend for themselves, to step out into the world. They don't know anything.
Exactly.
I don't know how to. I fall down. Where's my mother?
Exactly.
I someone bully me. I don't know how to stand up for myself.
Exactly.
Go drink a bit. You toh, that kind of thing, or
Take
whatever.
advantage. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So there is pros and cons because you shelter them. You think you're doing the right thing as a parent. Right? I'm
Correct.
protecting my child. Who's to say I'm doing anything wrong? But then you are, in a way, disempowering them. Because now I don't know how to.
I agree.
To handle the real world, and
Exactly.
this is the real world.
Exactly.
In the real world, there is danger. In the real world, there is
Exactly.
violence, and there's all these things that
Yes.
you must be aware of.
Yes.
The fuck is in the dictionary.
It is.
So like, imagine like I don't know anything. I come out and like people are like cursing and swearing. Oh shit, I'm so scared. of this."
Scared. Yeah,
Then how?
exactly. You don't know how to
But
react.
But then, like, say your daughter, my dad says fuck all the time. So what? What's the big deal? This is real. What? It's real
It
world.
is.
What, right? It's a word in the dictionary. What's the big deal? And she's strong enough to handle that.
It's funny, like if her classmate were like, some of them like just to like, hey, fuck lah. Then the other classmate will be, oh, you say fuck, right?
Because it's a big deal.
Exactly, but my kid Natalie will be like, okay lah, it's just like, it's nothing lah to her. It's nothing to her, right?
There is also like the bad side of it, right? Where you are like, if let's say you're scolding and shouting and throwing things, and it makes the home like a abusive place.
Correct.
Right. Then there's the other end of the spectrum.
Correct.
All
Agree.
the more you want to protect them, but you don't
Agree.
want to disempower them. So there's a fine line between protecting and taking away their power.
That's why I use the word educate.
Yeah.
I keep telling her this, right? Reinforcing into her that, look, this is not right. You see me doing it, maybe not as much now, but sometime back then in my industry, right? It's almost a necessity. Right? You go to site, you especially I started when
You need to
was,
gun people lah.
that's one thing. When I was in the construction industry, right? When I started out, I was very young. And then you go to site, right? It's most of the people there are educated now. Talk about engineers, but back then, like 20 years ago, you got those uncles,
Old school lah.
not educated. They are there just to handle, to coordinate, to run the site. Can you visualize this?
Yeah.
Very tan uncle. They wear the button-up shirt, but it's always unbuttoned, the few button, and you can always hear their voice in the side one, right? Then all the vulgarities like, so if you are meek, right, and you go to site, you try to, like, if your upbringing is as such, right, I'm educated, right, decent guy, you go to site, you'll be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you pretty much don't have a choice. You go there, you have to fucking gun you gotta gun him back one. Sometimes
You need to stand up. It's
And-
like prison rules lah. that kind of
Yes,
thing,
yes,
yeah.
and this is a very it's a phenomenon. I don't know whether you can understand this. Sometimes when they use vulgarities on you, it means they are comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, yes.
Cause if I would meet you first time,
You're not gonna be like, hey fucker, why you late
exactly,
already?
like
Yeah.
you'll be very reserved. You don't know who you're dealing with. But once he gets comfortable with you, right, he will like,
Can bust the balls,
sige na,
yeah.
back, cry, you know. But that's the point where you know that he's comfortable with you, right? Then you start talking. Of course, you hurl back lah some vulgarities. You become on the same wavelength as him. Yeah. So back then I was so young. I was like in my early 20s like. You have to handle people in their late 30s, 40s, some even in their 50s, been in the industry, be in society for so long. And then they are not educated. Most of them are not. And when they are not educated, right, back then, right, when they are not educated means what? That means their background quite complicated one. Normally, right? So you got to deal with that. Right? So yeah, so like I say, the reinforcement here is to educate. I keep telling my daughter, right? And like what you've just mentioned, it's the real world lah. It's the real world lah. One day you go out to society, you start working, and then your boss say, "Hey, fuck you." What, you gonna come back and cry? No, you gotta deal with it. You need to deal with it. Yeah, that's what I've been telling her. You fall down, you got injured. It's part of the game, you know. You get up, you deal with it. Unless like you are injured to the point that you cannot really move, right? Then okay, you need to seek medical attention, then so be it lah. But if not, you fight until the game is over, right? That's because it's the same with life, basically, right? You're gonna go and cry. What if your parents are not around? What if daddy and mommy is not around? You are dead. She is the only child. She got no siblings, so you got to fend for yourself. But it does help that my girl is a bit street smart lah, which I also emphasize. To be I would rather her to be more street smart, as opposed to book smart, right? I mean, if I keep telling her, build her character. I share this with my wife.
That's a good, yeah.
Build her character first, right? I mean, if her character is fucked up, right, selfish,
no matter how smart you are,
yeah, then you are top of the class every year. No, I don't want that.
I do you think that in Singapore, or at least in a country like this, that we no longer value character, but we rather value the paper?
For a period of time, I think it was.
Do you think that's changed?
I think it has slowly, the thing is slowly changing.
How come?
Probably,
think it has, you know.
Probably because of parents like me, where we grew up in that era. So now it's
We are the boss now.
yeah, our turn, you know, in the late 30s, early 40s guys, right? The parents, we were brought up as such. So now it's our turn to be the parents. Right? So I think I noticed that it's slowly changing a bit by bit, because you don't overnight, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I feel that, yeah. Because the things I say when I do share, right, I notice that a lot of parents starts to agree. You can sense it. Like when I say, for example, I talk to another parent, I say, oh, I use the word fuck in front of my girl very sparingly, and then when they keep quiet, you know they don't agree with that kind of teaching, that kind of upbringing. Yeah. But now you start to have a feel that, hey, actually parents are starting to, you know, think like me. Yeah. So yeah, if you ask me, right, I feel that the trend is starting to change a bit.
I feel that, or rather, I hope that trend is changing,
Continues.
Yeah, because I
exactly.
do think that there is value in learning or having experiences that build character.
Exactly.
Because then you know who you are as an individual.
Yes.
But what I was asking is whether you think the society like Singapore values character over qualification. So if let's say you want to get a job, do you think that someone will like, you grew, you're top of the class, blah blah, you're hired, versus your decent portfolio, but then you have a very good character, I think I can work with you, you're hired. So which one do you think is more valuable?
In Singapore, right, context, now still it's still paper qualification.
That's what I feel also, which is unfortunate.
But they pretty much don't have other benchmark they can.
That's true also.
Right?
Yeah.
How do I know whether you're a good character?
But you see, like whatever that you studied, when's the last time you used whatever that you studied?
True.
In work. You almost never do. If you study maths, you study science, even if you study IT, that's worse because IT is always changing.
Right.
People learn coding
so fast. Yeah,
but
exactly.
everything's changing. So now almost like there's no point to go to school. Like it's a bit ridiculous. You know?
I don't agree with that entirely. Okay. Let me say this. First, your first point, right? The studies that you don't use. I don't know whether you are aware of this. I have an MBA. So what happened was for our capstone project, we have to select an organization and then we do a project which encompasses what you have learned throughout the whole course, right? So I chose my own company back then. So you did some analysis, here and there, and then it comes out that okay, look, this is the path that I should take to bring the company to a new height. Fuck that shit, man. It doesn't work like that. Theory is just theory, right? Now you are saying that, and okay, on top of that, right? I have many friends who are very successful in life, who are very successful. They are not very highly educated, right? But if you're asking me whether you still value education or not, I say yes, because I feel that you at least got to get the foundation. Okay, this is what I told my kid, right? Assuming that there's is an aspiration for a lot of the younger generation now. They want to be YouTuber. I want to be an influencer, right? Okay. I told her, she didn't explicitly say she wants to be but I told her, look, example, if you want to be an influencer, for example, get your English sorted out right? That's the foundation that you have to have, right? Your caption has to be in proper English, and then when you open your mouth, you start speaking, you have to speak proper English, or at least something that makes sense, right? If not, who want to follow your content, right?
Because it's not just about just a pretty face. There is
exactly
video editing, there is
exactly
presentation skills, there is how you speak and
yes.
who you are.
Yes.
Because people are watching you. They're not watching the script or the production.
It's how you deliver the script. Yes, that's why I say education at the basis, right? It has to be. You have to have the foundation, right? You need to at least be able to present yourself, speak properly, talk to people. Make some sense. I always say this: make some sense, right? Don't ask stupid questions. Don't talk without thinking. And then when you write in proper English, right? People can understand, So that is your foundation. So education to me is still important.
Education is important.
Yeah.
I agree with that also. I feel like I'm up till maybe once you finish secondary school where you learn your ABCs and how to count and how to do fractions, all that is important
Yes.
in day-to-day life.
Yes.
Once you go into poly where you're learning, say, a particular specific diploma in engineering
Right.
and what, unless the field is say engineering or medicine where it's you need to go and study this
Very
kind of thing.
specialized,
Very specialized.
yes,
And sure,
yes.
go and do that.
Yeah.
But if it's a generic thing like a business diploma, and again, not shitting on any of the business.
I know what you mean.
But
yeah.
any kind of generic kind
Yeah.
of thing, right? I feel like it's pointless But also you need people also look at the cert and say okay, this person managed to sit through 3 years and study and pass and do good, great. But then also I feel like there can be a way for you to tweak certain things to make it a bit more modern and a bit more relevant. Because like I said, learning some IT thing back then has no relevance. By the time you graduate, everything is all the code all different already.
Yeah,
so there's
true.
no point, right?
True.
So then your degree in computer science has no relevance in the real world. Then you gotta start all over again already.
No, I wouldn't say entirely all over again, because I think you still need some basics.
I'm sure.
Know-how, right, from there. So and you if you talk about I'm not too sure, I'm not an IT guy, but if
we
yeah,
are not professionals.
so the thing is if the like you say, right, coding, it's updated. I think it usually, if I'm not wrong, it's based off the previous version. So that's why you have the version 1, 1.2, 1.3, and so on and so forth. So I think whether you ask me is relevant or not, you okay. Anyway, besides this, right, life is a never-ending journey of learning. You know what I'm saying? Even I've been with the gym. I've been in the gym for like what, 5 years plus. You're still learning, just still learning, right? Still learning every day, day in, day out, right? You see people, like just the other day, I was deadlifting and then Omar came in like, hey, bro, if you don't mind. I say, yes, please, go ahead, right? Enlighten me, right? You're still learning. So, yeah. So if you talk about IT, be it IT or business. But yeah, business, I agree with you lah. Business is just bullshit. A lot of bullshit, I feel.
There is some foundational economics, supply demand.
Yes,
kind of stuff.
yes, but it's not specialized. You see, it's not specialized.
And it's more important that you learn that kind of thing in real life, right? Not
yes,
just like plan the business plan. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, it is good to have some knowledge, but it helps also if you make some analysis. But it may not be practical.
That's why you need a balance of both the of the technical side and also of the character building side.
Your experience in life is
your experience
basically
in life. You can't just be book smart all the way.
Exactly.
If you go to and one analogy is that when you go to army, right, you look at all the officers, you look at all the JC people, they're fucking smart, right?
Yeah.
But then when you ask them to carry the box from point A to point B, they don't know how to do.
Yeah.
But then
I know what you mean.
The sergeant,
I know what you mean.
I
know what you mean.
And for some reason also Singapore, the JC people or the smarter people, again, I'm stereotyping for sure.
Sure.
But there is just this, like, you just see them like, you're very smart, but then also, how can you be stupid at the same time, you know?
It's okay, you ask me, right? If you ask me, right, I'm not saying they are smarter or they are more stupid. It's a skill set. If you ask me, it's a skill set. JC student, for example, okay lah, maybe stereotyping a bit lah. JC student, uni student, right? If you ask me, I can say this cause I have a master degree, so shut the fuck up, right? If you ask me, right, the skill set is they are better at studying. How about that? You get what I mean? Yes.
Because that's what you are doing.
They can retain whatever they read, right? But they are another group of people who are not. They have to do the things. I'm actually one of those. I have to actually do the things, do it, and then make mistake, and then learn from the mistake. Right? I cannot retain what I read in my mind like that. I cannot. So it's a miracle that I got my masters, to be honest. Right? It is. First of all, I don't like to study, and then I'm not a study type, right? Fucker plays sports all his life, right? But I had good classmates. Credits to my classmate, right? They helped me out a lot. So yeah. So that's why I say it's a skill set, lor. Can you say that it's they are like what you say, right? They are smart and they are stupid at the same time. They are good at certain things, as with everyone, right? True. You are good at a certain skill. So to me, these people are good in studying. It's a skill, right? To be able to read and retain and understand the information, from the book in their head. Not a lot of us can do that, right? So outside of that, the skill set it could be another skill set or none at all, you know what I'm saying? Right? So most of these people, they are like, I would say, they are high in IQ, but I still feel that EQ is a very important aspect of life. That's what I feel. Right?
I agree. I feel like EQ is what connects us, right? You can read all the books in the world about human behavior and all that, but if you don't experience it, you will never be able to fully understand it.
Because you see, from books, right, normally is quite standard one. Like, okay, you want to analyze this person, they
comes from a technical side of things.
Exactly, they display certain traits. So in that sense, they are this type of person.
So A and B, 1 and 0.
Exactly. So it's what you read, what you retain in your head. but it may not be as such, in real life.
Because
right?
the world is organic.
It
It
is.
is not technical. Right?
Yes.
So, but and you're using a technical mindset to
Understand
understand the
correct.
organic world.
Agree.
So you need a balance of both, lah. Not to say that we don't need science
Of
in
course,
the world.
of
We
course.
still need to understand certain things.
Yes. So that's why I say you have to have that foundation. I keep saying this. You need to have that foundation, but the real lesson is life itself. Like it's just it kicks you in the ass. Life just kicks you in the ass. So yeah, I've been through very good times. Right, I've been through bad times as well. Right, I've been at
Such
the
as
top.
life?
Yeah, in life. Right, struggling. But I think now still not so bad lah. Still not so bad. I think it's also because I am older, a lot older, right? So you tend to look at things from a very very different and from a very very broad perspective.
Because you're older, you had the time to experience certain things already, right? So you have a knowledge of, you have an understanding of your reality already.
Correct, but it also boils down to how you react to that scenario that you're going through, right? It also boils down to that, right? So like I say, as I grow older, I think there are people who are more mature than me at a younger age, right? If you compare, for example, you and me, right? When you're 36, so when I'm 36, I might not be as mature as you are now at
that
36.
age lah, yeah.
Exactly. So it's also how you react to the situation. I think I'm a bit slow lah. I'm a bit slow. So I used to be very fiery, and the industry doesn't help. The industry that I'm in, it doesn't help at all. So I very very temperamental, very fast tempered, very quick tempered. I get agitated very easily, but I also let go easily. Very fast. Once the thing is past, nothing personal. It was never personal. Yeah. So nowadays I not so much. Nowadays, okay lor. Let's just move on lor. Yeah.
It's a good attitude to have, because nothing is personal. What whoever that wrongs you or whatever reaction that you get from other people, they are going through their own thing. Right?
True.
They are dealing with whatever.
Everyone is fighting their own demons.
Yeah.
I agree.
Then everything that is bad that happens to you is just a lesson for you to learn from.
True. And you don't have to react to everything. You don't have to. I'm very slow on this.
What do you mean by that?
Wait, I lost my train of thought. You don't fret over things that you cannot change. And one good thing is that person's character, right? You cannot change. If he's like that, he's like that lah, right? Then let him be. Don't let it bother you. That's it, right? Don't let it bother you. That's it. And you move on in life. Be happy, right? Now my priorities is my kid, right? So I want her to like I say, I want her to be able to handle herself in the future, strong enough, smart enough, right, and independent, right, and that's my job now lah. That's my primary job now to sculpt her, right, for lack of better words, right, to sculpt her to
Nurture.
to turn her into a person that at any point of time, right, that if I were to not be around by her side, I know that she can take care of herself, right? That's ultimately the end goal, right? Yeah. And by that, I don't necessarily mean that she has to be at the top of whatever industry if she can, then good for her. I'm happy for her, right? But she doesn't need to be. Just so long as if I'm not around, mommy not around, no one is beside you, you can take life as it is, right? Be tough enough to handle life. I mean, every now and then we are all human beings lah. Every now and then you got to break down a bit, you got to. But what you need to do is you need to recover from that, and then once again face the world, right, and take it on, right? You don't let it's going to start kicking your ass lah. I keep telling you, you're in primary school now. You're gonna go secondary school, which could easily be the best time of your life, right?
Or the worst.
So yeah, secondary school, I think.
I hated my secondary school.
Are you serious?
Hated it.
Really, ma?
I cannot bully every day. I wasn't involved in any sports. I didn't click with anybody. I hated it. My prime was when I finished poly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go to poly.
Poly, army, then like after army, then I felt like that was my best time. Because I was working, had money, I was older, had more life experience, had more friends.
Right.
You know, I met more girls, that kind of thing. Primary school, fucking nerd.
Really?
Every day cannot bully. Hated it.
Primary school, I was okay lah. Secondary school was,
cause if you are in primary school, you popular, right? Then it's it's a safer place, right?
Okay, I don't know whether you can use the term popular or not, but you are, how should I'm like a jock lah.
Exactly. So like you're the top of the food chain.
No, I wouldn't say that. But the people that you hang out with
also top lah.
That I don't go around bullying people. If I don't, but the people you hang around with are the people who bully other people, right? But you are the like, how should I put it? Same gang with them,
Yeah. So it's still
so
fun.
they don't come and kacau you. So not so bad lah. Not so bad.
You're just a lion walking amongst lions, or?
I wouldn't call myself a lion lah. I wouldn't dare call myself a lion.
With this analogy lah, like you're at the top of the food chain in a sense. Like nobody will fuck with you, that kind. Right? You know what I mean? In secondary school, there's hierarchy. There is like.
I mean, I know, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But I wouldn't call myself a lion lah, because I don't go around and. In fact, back then, right, if my friends, right, like they were to bully or take advantage of some people, right, I would actually try to stop them. I was a scrawny kid back then, scrawny, skinny fella. But like I say, like, cause we always hang out together, we play together, so they normally don't really touch you, cause like we are in the same clique, right? But if there was this guy. Oh, fucker no, yeah. Back then, I don't know whether you have this or not. We subscribe for this milk package milk.
Yes.
So there's this girl in my class. She damn skinny one, oh. Then she's very, very introvert. Very, very introvert. She doesn't talk. You practically don't.
She's young and scared.
No, you practically don't hear her. Even when she does open her mouth, right, she murmurs. But this girl is damn smart. No? She's like top in English, top in this, top in that. Then her family background not so good, because her parents sells drink at my school, so not very well to do one. But they I don't know lah. Maybe the teacher advised the parents that, hey, look, she very skinny malnourished maybe, so they advise her to maybe subscribe to the milk lah, right? So this guy, my friend, right, will take the milk away from her, no. Yeah, then at some point of time, then she just meekly let him have it lah, right? She won't do anything. One. So when the teacher gives out the milk, right, to those who like subscribe, right, like you pay certain amount every month. No, then they give you the milk one, so not everyone has it one. So they, fucker just take like, he just take it like. Then I was like, at some point of time I see. At some point I say, hey. And you know what? I remember his name until today.
Don't say it.
Fucker is Aaron, man. I said, you done messed up, bro. I said, stop it lah. I said, what? I mean, look, he's quite buff. He's quite buff for a primary school kid, right? I said, look at her. Yeah. Why do you want to do that, right? Does it give you... What, you proud of it or what, right? Or what? Let her have a milk lah, right? You're extorting, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember this so vividly back then in primary school. Yeah. So he back off lah. But then I think we grew a bit distant lah. We still hang out. We still play together, right? Cause he wants me near him, because I'm one of the best catcher. I'm one of the fastest. Be it you whatever games we play, like police and thief or one leg or catching, right? I'm one of the fastest. So he wants me on his team one, right? So we grew a bit distant, but I think we grew a bit distant, but he still wants me. Yeah, he still wants me on his team lah, right? Yeah. So I said, look, come on lah, right? It's not.
Don't like that lah.
Don't like that lah, right? When we were kid, like, hey, 不要这样嘞。他这样瘦，你还拿他的牛奶 like what? Right? What the fuck, man? Yeah. So yeah, hey, Ron, man, come on, you done messed up, bro. Yeah. So how is he now? Also, I don't know lah. I don't stay in touch with my school friends. Yeah. But I hope he's a better person lah.
I'm sure lah. I mean, you don't know lah, this kind of thing.
Yeah. And the girl went to the same secondary school as me. Right? And still she's like top of the class one lah. Top of the class, you know. And we were in the same class for 2 years. Then after that I was relegated lah.
That's a good way to put it.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's still in the top class, then I was relegated to the technical class. Right? Still express, but the lower end of express. I had fun lah. I had fun in my secondary school. Yeah, then she was I don't know, like I said, I don't keep in touch with my school friends, but I would think she is doing well. I hope she does well now. I mean, if I cannot remember her name though. Yeah, but
you never see her anymore, lah.
No,
you don't
no,
bump into her.
No. And I make it a point to buy drinks from her parents. Because usually got 2 store sell drinks one. So I try to make it a point to buy drinks from her parents. Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah. Good times lah. We had very simple. I won't say it's simple. It's so much simpler back then.
I mean, my generation was the time where we transitioned to technology.
I'm part of that.
Is it?
I'm part of that. Why?
When okay, like I guess.
You know what I'm saying, right? I'm maybe in my upper secondary school.
Yes. Mine is primary school. Then I got my first phone. Right. So it's like okay lah, plus minus.
They're about right. They're about
yeah. So it's like we saw both sides. We saw the
same
climb tree, playground, catching.
Right. Same
era, pager era.
Yes.
And then payphone era and phone card in the wallet kind.
Yes. PCN phone.
What's that?
PCN phone. Now
the yellow color.
No. Last time was the GSM. The later part was the GSM. Remember GSM? Yeah. Before GSM is the PCN phone. You need to find. They got this. God.
What's this?
Have I cannot remember what does PCN stand for, but back then
like?
It's just a phone. It's just a mobile phone. But you need to look for the sign
to
that okay, this area has.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, we have that.
Okay. Yeah, but I remember like mine was just 10 cents. So 10 cents on the phone card. Like I need to call my mom.
That was before the PCN one. Yeah.
Wow.
The very first generation of mobile, the network. Yeah. It's called PCN. Then it becomes GSM. Then from GSM become 1G, 2G, 3G. You know. So back then it was PCN. It's called PCN. Something network. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the phone then big.
The fucking brick lah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a sign of status lah.
Yeah. Mobile phone and call from anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
All the Hong Kong drama last time.
Correct.
I remember those times. I remember playing with a phone like that.
Yes.
I remember just like, hey, let's go meet somewhere, and then I'll just meet you there at 2 p.m. And I just go there and wait under the fucking tree for you to come. There's no like, hey, I'm here. You know, there's no
correct.
It's like I'll be there at 2, and you just wait for the guy to come.
Yes.
There's no internet. There's no. And if I didn't see you, I just go off already lor. I don't know where you die.
Until like what? Yeah, correct. No, but people were.
It was fine.
No, like, we said mid 2 p.m. we will be there lah. You know, we won't tell you one lah, right? Or last minute say, last minute cannot lah. Then text say.
Like, there's no texting, there's no.
Exactly. So we will wait there until everyone comes lah, right? Then we just do shit together.
And there's nothing like. It's a different kind of fun last time.
It is.
It's like we gather, we do things, run here, run there.
Yes.
Go take the stick, poke.
Yes.
You know, throw stones. climb the
simple,
random things.
simple things.
Because it was simple times.
Simple fun. Yeah.
Now it's like online and all that, which is fine. Like this is where the world is going.
It is
great. You know, you always want to advance.
Yes.
But then also, the more we advance, the more we lose certain aspects of
course,
things.
of course.
And it's inevitable, lah. Right? The world is
Inevitable.
changing. So now it's iPad kids, TikTok. Forget.
End of the day, it's up to you yourself, lah. Right?
But it's almost like you like say last time, or rather, like now there's no choice. You can't not have a phone.
Exactly.
You can't not have social media. Like
Correct.
as much as I want to delete Instagram all the time, right?
Correct.
I almost need it to log into certain things or
Right.
to message
Right.
certain things or
Correct.
to check certain things.
Correct.
Try leaving your phone like I want a social detox. I want to detox myself. I leave my phone. I can't pay for anything.
Quite
I can't look at the
difficult,
map. I
yeah.
can't listen to music. I can't do
Quite
anything. So I need my phone.
Right.
As much as I don't want to use it.
Right.
So it's like now you have to have it. You have to be attached to this.
True.
So then, how do you regulate that? Because you at one point, once you open Instagram to reply someone, you end up black hole.
Correct. You just
just
down
go
the rabbit
down
hole.
the rabbit hole.
Yes. I no, it's up to you yourself.
Which requires a lot of control. As adults now already.
yeah.
Now imagine the kids who have
No,
access
not
to
really.
all this.
I do. Right. I don't know whether you can use the term regulate, but I know I am very.
Discipline.
I won't say disciplined. I'm very conscious of this. The thing keep popping in my head like once you start TikTok, my God, when I first started TikTok, scrolling.
Then the fucking 5 hours go by.
Exactly. Then suddenly, 1 hour gone already. Just like that,
Yeah.
You don't.
And then you did nothing.
Exactly.
You did nothing there.
Exactly. Then. So I keep telling myself, it becomes very conscious to me that you don't want to go spiraling down that rabbit hole. So I will scroll, interesting. After I just remove the phone away. I was just like, I look away and sometimes you get distracted like you want to read a message. And then somehow you just go to TikTok or you go to or someone send a link.
Yeah.
And then you go then or from there you just scroll. But I quite conscious quite conscious. Yeah.
I
So
try
not so
to be
bad.
conscious, but
not so bad.
I feel like it's like I set the timer, all this kind of thing. Sometimes I just need to delete it.
Timer.
Timer no use. And the timer
Are you
always.
serious?
Yeah, like I have the 15-minute, like, once you.
No, but sometimes you scroll, you go and on the timer, man.
No, as in, like the app will shut down. You know what I mean? Like the. that kind.
okay.
So once, let's say you hit a quota already, right? Then the app will close. Then you have to say, let me look at it for another 15 minutes.
Right.
Or 1 hour.
Snooze, so to
Snooze,
speak.
snooze. And just so happens that every time I'm looking at something, right, when it's an interesting thing,
Sure.
and then it just stops halfway. Like, no, okay, I need to finish this one first.
Okay,
So I go
fine.
and, let me use for another 15 minutes.
And then another rabbit hole, another cycle.
I snooze for 3 times already. Like, fucking hell, an hour is gone there.
No, but it also depends. I try to on social media, the algorithm thing, right?
Yes.
So I try to go look at stuff that are, how should I put it?
Positive, like beneficial.
Yeah,
Yes,
actually,
yes,
you see TikTok. Normally, when you talk about TikTok, the first thing that came to your head is like, pretty girls dancing, shaking their ass, right? But I do realize that TikTok is actually a treasure trove, no?
Yes.
of knowledge,
Everything, like in the internet, is everything
Exactly.
in the world that you want to know is there.
Exactly.
And then on the other side, it's like how to kill a baby,
Exactly.
how to do
Exactly.
how to all the porn is in there. Everything is in there.
Correct.
So it's the light and the die.
So you try. I try to. I try to search or share those like. Okay, this may not be a form of knowledge, but recently I don't know whether you noticed in the gym, right? I'm in my corner, right? I'll do my set, and I'll just take my rest in between sets. Then I don't know whether you notice. You can see me smiling while I'm looking at my phone.
I mean, sometimes
I don't know whether you notice or not. Because nowadays, right, I keep looking at baby.
all the funny thing, right?
No, the babies one. I love babies.
Yeah.
I love babies. So once you start watching one, then
the
the
algorithm,
yeah, right. So I keep scrolling. I was scrolling. I look at babies. I look at babies. Cutest thing ever, lah, bro. I tell you. Then I see, do you want them funny? I'll share to my wife, lor. I share to my wife. Sometimes I put on reel. I recently had 2 on my reel, I think. Yeah. So that one not so bad, ma. You don't get absorbed into, babies lah.
I mean, it can still be a distraction. Like anything that is fun or cute or whatever, it's just a distraction. And if it makes you happy, you look at it for 5 minutes and it brightens your day. Sure, great.
It does.
Like for me, I have like separate accounts, right? So, like one is for my like all the work related stuff, like important stuff that I try to not, like if I see some random thing, I'll try and swipe away just to get the algorithm going.
Okay.
Then one is about all the gym stuff, But after a while, it's just all gonna be like fucking like pretty girls.
I know what you mean.
My original Instagram is all full of, like hot chicks.
Right. Gym like, chicks,
Gym, because you like okay, I look at the yoga stuff, I look at the gym stuff, then after like the jiu-jitsu stuff, afterwards like some hot chick, then I'm like, hey, I'll just look at it for a bit. Then the algorithm will,
I know. I know what you mean.
Then like so I end up all my the search page, right? It's all like all the same because it's you, right?
It is.
Yeah, but it's interesting lah. Like there'll be recipes, there'll be like interesting things about the world, some fucking earthquake or some guy take a video of some
did you know kind of shit,
crazy
right?
thing, conspiracy theory or whatever that is interesting lah.
Exactly.
So you have access to all this in the palm of your hand.
Correct.
So it's very hard to put it away. What? Like I have so much entertainment here. I don't want to work. What? Right? It's hard to like focus on work already, and everything around you is trying to buy your attention.
I can do that. I can remove myself from that zone. I am able to. Yeah.
I mean,
so not so bad for me.
It's not bad for me either, but it's also like I could do without it lah. I'd definitely be more productive if I didn't end up like that. The times when I don't have my phone within reach when I sleep, I sleep very well. And the times when
really?
like so like cause when my bed down, right, so I'm sleeping here and I'll put my phone on the ground. But if let's say the night before I need to charge it, so I'll put it on the table, so I can't just turn over and reach for it, right?
Okay.
Those nights when I can't just reach for it and I'm lazy to stand up and go and get it, I just go back to sleep. I wake up at like 3 in the morning, toss and turn for a bit, like, oh, my phone's not here, just go back to sleep.
Okay.
Versus the 3 a.m. wake up, go and pee, then I come back like, okay, just see what's going on.
Are you serious?
1 hour goes by, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, it's quite bad.
I don't do that. I wake up in the middle of the night to pee also, but I won't check my phone.
Sometimes I'll just check because I want to check other things. Then a message comes in, then just like, what's this? I got whatever. Then I look at it all.
No.
But I try not to lah. I know that it messes up your
3 a.m. bro.
But I'm a very light sleeper and I always have like I got a lot of thoughts in my mind.
So do I.
So like yesterday I was thinking about something, then I just woke up, take my phone to Google, check just check fucking whatever, like check something. Is this true? Then after I just
done deal lah.
See, that's the thing, like
done deal lah, bro.
If I can, because one thing leads to another. One Google search leads to another Google search. One YouTube video leads to another YouTube video. One Instagram thing leads to another Instagram thing.
It's true.
Yeah. It's true, so even if I search for something like, are dinosaurs real? There's going to be 10 things already. Dinosaurs are real. Dinosaurs are fake. Dinosaurs come from the outer space. Then like, was this?
I don't. I get the information I want, and that's it lah. Then a lot of things. I mean, you cannot believe everything from the internet also, but you exercise your own judgment lah. I always say this. You make some sensible. Right, judgment yourself. Right, you are. I always
still within your
myself,
control lah. You can make a choice.
I always tell myself this. Right, you are a sensible person lah, mature enough, fucking adult, a responsible, mature individual. You make your own decision lah, make your own call, make your own judgment.
Yes, I agree, and yes, of course, like that. There's no arguing that. Make the right choice for yourself, but. And here's the thing, everybody knows the right choice to make for themselves. Correct. Everybody knows, you want to be healthy, go to the gym. You want to be healthy, go on a diet, eat healthy food, blah, blah. But nobody does it because the other thing is also more fun.
Yes.
Or it's tastier. Easier.
Yes.
Right?
The keyword is easier.
We're damn lazy. We're lazy people. You want to go to the gym, you want to spend 2 hours. You work starts at 8, you got to be there at 4 a.m.
I know.
Fuck that. I'd rather sleep in, you know. I
know
what's
you
good
don't.
for me, what?
But you don't. You see, that's the thing. You don't, right? I still see you day in, day out at the gym, right? That's control. That's
other
discipline.
aspects,
Right.
There are other aspects of my life that can definitely be improved on. But say for gym,
Likewise.
right?
Likewise.
Everybody, for sure, we're all
Exactly.
human, what?
Yes.
But the gym is also a metaphor of like doing the hard thing every day, waking up.
Exactly.
Sometimes you don't want to, sometimes you want to. Like I enjoy going to the gym.
I don't.
See, I enjoy it, but I also don't. Like there are times when I'm tired and I don't want to go, but then I know that the guys are there.
No, it's not that. No, even if I'm not tired, I don't particularly enjoy gym.
When I reach there, you're the first one there. When I leave, you're the last one there.
Correct, because I want to get okay. Nowadays I take, I'm a bit older. Right? I try to take a longer rest period nowadays. So yeah, I try to take longer. So it compounds,
Right.
You know, it compounds. Yeah. So you take longer. Like for example, I used to take maybe 1 minute rest in between my sets. So now I try to take at least 2 minutes. It basically doubles up already. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it compounds.
Yeah,
Right.
I
So
know.
yeah, I don't particularly like going to the gym. Who would like to go and torture yourself, right? But I have to send my kid to school, Then by the time I'm done with that, it's too early to work. Too early to work. My workers haven't even reached site yet, right? And then it's a bit. Okay, you go back and say, okay, fine, then you go back and sleep, Go back and sleep, but you don't sleep enough, Like you sleep like 2-3 hours, then you got to wake up and go to work again. So what's the point? So why not spend this time at the gym? Okay, I still don't like the gym, but the people there makes it easier for me, right? I there's you, Daniel, the gang, Edward, come on.
Who wouldn't want to go to the gym, man?
Right, I go there and mess with him, he messes back with me, we had our fun, then after that it's onward to, face the rest of the day. Yeah.
There is something unique about the gym, and there is something unique about our
Yes.
gym in particular,
Yes.
our routine.
Yes.
Everybody there, not just the usual BBC gang, but also the other people.
The other people that you
People that we
you
don't
go
know,
there,
yeah.
day in, day out is always the same group of people, right? And so it sort of becomes like a lifestyle,
yeah.
like a lifestyle, right? So it becomes, if you don't go, you become a bit kawaii, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
You feel a bit guilty.
I feel a bit lost
Yeah, a
sometimes.
bit kawaii.
Yeah.
Like, hey, something is not accomplished, you know what I'm saying?
And not only just the routine of it, the habit of it, but also just the workout itself.
Yes.
Like, you go and you sweat and you breathe more oxygen and you feel a bit more awake, you feel less lethargic.
It does, it does.
It compounds also. Like,
It
it
does.
makes your day a bit more better.
It does.
On the days that I'm rest day or what, I wake up and then like nothing to do. Then like just nua the whole day, you know.
That's my weekend.
Weekend, I mean, you need a rest day lah. But also like just something missing .
No, but you always hear this, right? That the something along the line, the worst workout that you didn't do is the worst workout is the one that you didn't do, or something like that, right? And I have to agree with that. No, there is no one time where I go to the gym and I say, I regret going to the gym. I shouldn't have gone to the gym. I should have done something else. There was no one time. No matter how bad it is,
You always feel good after.
Always. Gloomy weather, early in the
Rain or
morning.
shine, yeah.
Fuck, I want to sleep in there. But you somehow you just master every ounce of your that determination to drag yourself to the gym and then start something. Start the traction, get it moving. And then once you complete, whether it's hardcore, whether the intensity is there or not, but you get things done. Then for me, I always shower at the gym. So I shower, I come out. There was no ever one time where I say, fuck, I should stay at home.
But on the other hand of things, there's always those times where you're like, okay, I'm tired, let me just sleep in. Those are the days you damn sian.
Then you're like,
I
wait.
wish I went to the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you always think the other way around.
Yeah. So it's a good place. It's a good place to be, right? I have people like you all in the gym, right? I don't know whether this sounds a bit cliche, no, really, because I'm quite old, as compared to most of you all. I'm almost 10 years your senior, right?
Almost,
almost,
but, yeah.
right? but it's really good, no, to like be with people that are so much younger. Yeah, you sort of feed off the energy, and I keep saying this, no, even though I'm so much older, but I still learn things from the younger generation. I still learn a lot of things, and these things again is up to you, whether it's relevant to you or not. And these things most often than not are quite relevant because I can apply it to my kid. You know what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Like pop culture
Yeah,
references,
exactly, yeah. And matter of fact is that sometimes there's a lot of things that that I learn from the guys, right? She might not caught on yet, right? Yeah. So I'm like the cool dad lah, in a way, right? Yeah.
It's good to be relevant, like you don't
Exactly.
want to, like, be some lock
Exactly.
You don't know anything.
Yes.
Then you can't relate
No,
to your kid,
you see, I notice, right, people my age onwards, right, it's not that they are very stubborn.
They are not open-minded, right?
Okay, I don't know whether you can use the word open-minded or not.
They're not willing to step out of their old ways, or
No, they keep thinking that their ways are right.
mine is closed, right? I'm right, everybody else is wrong because I know more than you.
Right.
But if you allow
I've been
yourself,
through life longer than you,
yeah,
right?
So that but then that's why you never grow, because you're not learning anything new, and the world is changing. Like what we said, everything is changing. If you still want to use a typewriter, or good for you, but the world is changing.
It is.
And then
It is.
and if you don't change with it, then you're gonna be left behind. What?
Yes. It's all in the mindset lah. I feel like I say, I still learn, and I love to share my stories. I love to share my story, whether it's relevant or not is one thing. So I will try to, like, every time I share my stories, right, so I always hope that you have a takeaway. And normally when I share my stories, it's like, hey, well, I I'm going through this right now, so I will say, hey, look, I've been through that. What I did back then was this, and I will have my own conclusion. Hey, it wasn't a good way to tackle the situation, or I felt that it helped me. So I don't
I
tell.
would chime in with something. Actually, you know what? But I would have, with my experience, I would have done it this way, that way, this way, that way.
I might. So I share my experience to you.
So whether I learn from whatever you have said.
Not necessarily. You take what you think can work on you yourself, right? I'm not going to tell you you must do this, you should do that. No, I'm not going to do that, right? I just share my experience. You make your own judgment, you make your own call, right? You come to your own conclusion, whether it's applicable to what you're going through now. That's what I like to do. So, Delvin, he had this conversation with my wife back then. He was like, hey, do you think Elson is getting senile? Fucker always repeating the same thing over and over and over again. So here's my retort to that. Because I keep repeating my stories, right? But I cannot remember who I repeat it to.
Okay.
Right? I said this story to Daniel, to you, to Bruce, to Eddie, Delvin, but I don't go and fucking remember who I. Yeah. So it's just, so I could have told you this story before, and then I just tell you again, right? When the situation calls for it, I'm going through this now. So hey, you know what I did back then? Then it's like, hey, you told me this before, right? They say you keep repeating. That's not lah. Yes, I do keep repeating my stories, but I don't go and remember who I repeat it to lah, right? You know what I'm saying? I just repeat. Oh, I've been through this. Like I said, I like to share my experience. I like to do it, and always let the other party who listens to it make their own conclusion, right? And more often than not, they could give you a insight, or they can you see things from another perspective, from their perspective, right? And then you say, hey, yeah, why didn't? So if in the future the same thing would happen to me again, hey, right? What Aaron told me the other day, which I never thought of, I could apply that, right? So I say it's constantly learning lah. Constantly learning, right? Doesn't matter if I've lived long enough, or I'm older. I don't like to say things like that, back in my times we were like better, the keyword I like to use is different. It's not we are better or you are better, or no, it's different.
It's just different.
It's just different. Yeah. So you would also want to be open-minded, like you said, right? And then be relevant. Be relevant. I think that's so important. Yeah. But a lot of things but my basis of everything, right? My basis of everything, right, is, okay, I told my kid this thing. I say, I don't need you to be smart. I don't need you to be smart. You don't need to be top of the class. I don't need you to, right? I need you to exercise common sense. Does it make sense to you?
Such an underrated.
Does it? Yes.
It's such an underrated, like, simple.
You get what I mean,
concept.
right? You get what I mean, right?
Like, whatever you do, before you even do anything or say anything, just think at the back of your mind.
Right.
Does this make any sense?
Right.
Does it make any sense?
Common sense.
And it's not rocket science, you know.
Exactly.
It's just like, if I do this, will this happen? If it's a bad result, don't do it. Common sense.
Exactly.
If I throw the brick out the window, will it hurt anybody? Let me think about this. I think it will. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Rather than like, haha, throw.
And see what happens.
And see what
Right,
happens.
right. Common sense. Exercise. I say, I don't need you to be smart. Right? I just need you to use common sense. Exercise common sense. Right? Whatever, before you do, like you say, before you do anything, you say something. Think about it for a bit. Use common sense. Right? And then with common sense, right, you sort of can roughly predict what is going to happen, right? So that's what I told her. So of course, I'm not asking you to be a fortune teller, but you sort of can see, okay, if I were to do this, the result highly will be this, and then from there, so on and
Make
so
your decision
forth,
from
right?
there.
Exactly. Don't be too smart. In fact, don't be too smart.
Don't keep it simple. Life is simple.
There you go.
Life is very simple.
There you go.
Just do the right thing.
Do the
Just
right
thing.
Do the
Make
right
the right
thing.
decisions,
Yes,
and your life will be
yes,
fine.
yes.
But you
Exercise
see,
common sense.
that is the flaw of humans, right? That is like I said, we all know what is the right thing to do, but because of our ego or because of our fear, right? I'm afraid of certain things because I don't know.
Right.
Fear comes
Right.
from not knowing what.
Yes, most of the time.
So because of that, then I choose to do something that is against common sense. Then therefore it's a chain reaction of bad decisions happening upon me.
right,
So okay,
right.
I'm scared that you will scold me, so I lie to you, lor. And then
Correct.
I lie to you, well, then I'm a dishonest person. Hey, I got away with it once, then maybe I lie again. Then you start to create
Correct.
the whole being, or like your whole identity becomes on this, based on that small thing. Because you made a unconscious choice
Yes.
at that time.
Because you did not exercise common sense.
Yeah,
Right.
but it also comes from fear. Like I said,
True.
we like humans. We know what
You
to
want
do.
to be accepted. You want to be liked.
We know what to do,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
we don't want to go through the hard thing.
Yeah.
I want to be rich and famous, but I don't want to put in the work.
The easier path. Yes. That's what I told my girls. So I say, don't ever let me know that you lied to me. Don't do that. Right? You did something wrong. Right? You still tell me. I'll still be angry. I might still be angry. Right? But at least you told me the truth. And then we can try to sort out whatever problem is. But the moment you lie to me, right? And I find out, I'm going to be more angry.
It's
right?
worse.
It's going to be worse,
It's
yes. And by then we may not be able to figure out how to solve the fucking problem. Right? So don't ever lie to me. Don't be afraid. If you are afraid of your own father, it's gone. It's gone. Right?
You need that is the dynamics of
Yes.
the parent and the child.
Correct.
You must be a disciplinarian. You can't be their friend, right? As much as you want to be friendly to them, but you can't be their friend. You need authority over them.
Yes, certain aspect I agree.
As much as you want to go drinking with your son or go and party with your daughter, at some point you gotta be like, hey, don't do this, don't do that.
yes,
I'm not your
yes,
friend. I'm your
yes,
father.
yes,
Listen to me. Do
yes,
as I say, not as I do.
Yes.
But then that comes with also like, shit, I want to do this, but then I know my father don't let me, so I'll just tell him a lie. So you really got to find that balance. You got to allow your child to make mistakes sometimes, and you got to punish them,
Of
but
course.
punish appropriately.
Of course.
If he steals something, you lecture him, you tell him what, hey, don't do this
yes.
kind of thing. You don't fucking beat him up to.
I may leh.
You know, but the punishment must fit the crime.
Yes.
Like if he steals thing, you don't go and chop off his hand.
Yeah, of
right?
course not lah. Of course not.
Maybe
right.
you slap him. You want fucking slap me. Don't fucking do this again.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Then it makes sense. He learns this lesson because of the pain that was
Correct.
associated with it.
Yes.
But he doesn't hate you for it. He appreciates you for it in some sense. He knew that he
Yes.
fucked up,
Yes.
and he needed someone to
Yes.
pull him back into reality.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So this is the consequence of you doing a bad thing. outside of the world, maybe the consequence isn't a slap. It's 10 years in jail.
Exactly.
So which do you prefer?
Correct.
And you must explain this to your son. You can't just be like, oh, you stole something? Pia! Okay, go to your room. He learns nothing. He just learns that now I won't tell my father anything.
Now that's why I say better from me than from outside. That's why I meant, right? And my wife, she a bit soft lah. She a bit soft.
Women often are lah. Women are the nurturers, while men are the disciplinarians.
Okay, so no, it's actually on. It depends on if you I don't, mommy's boy, daddy's girl.
Hey, looking at one.
Right, so the usually the girl sign with the father the father weak one but not in my situation So my wife also complain, hey, you see other people the father weak with the daughter one I say why? Say yeah, because why? You give me a daughter only one child I have to strengthen her make her tough right? So she's a bit sore with the girl. So I do tell her, say, look, don't pamper her too much. Let her try to do her own stuff and shit, right? But I don't enforce it that badly. Because I try to keep that dynamic. Because she talks to my wife. She will tell my wife things that she won't tell me. So I want to keep that dynamic going on. Right? So my wife will tell me the same thing.
I get it. This is it's like the chain of command.
Good cop, bad cop, so to speak.
Yes.
So I try to. Then the part about you saying that being her friend, I want to, and I am going to, right? But it will come with coming of age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't need to be 16 or 18 or 21. Not of legal age, what I mean. Coming of age meaning when she starts to become her own person.
Yes.
Right? That I regard her as another adult.
Individual.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. A mature, responsible individual. That you can make your own decision, sound decision. Right? You can take responsibility for your action.
Right.
Basically, another decent human being. Yeah. Right? That's the time whereby, hey, daddy, I want to go drinking. Yeah, want to go with me? Why not?
Yeah.
Right? Although your daddy don't drink, I drive you there. I had my orange juice. I can have my orange juice. We just hang out. Yeah.
Yes,
I can do that.
I
can do that. I can do that.
But of course, like now she's primary 6.
Yeah.
She can't.
The world.
She's under your care, right?
Yeah,
and
it is.
And as like she can't fend for herself, so you need to set certain rules. Like, don't do this; it's dangerous. Because I know better because of my experience as an adult.
Yeah.
And then,
no, there are certain things I still want her to experience. Even though I know it may result in her getting hurt.
So it's a test. It's like a little challenges in life that you put her through.
Correct.
That like it's not like go and fight this lion. Of course, not like life and death. But it's more like go and try. Join this competition. Join this race.
Exactly.
If you lose, if you fail, you fall down.
It's okay.
Learn from it.
I keep saying it's okay to fail.
Yeah.
It's okay to fail, but try. You got to try.
Put them out of their comfort zone.
Correct.
Let them try new things. Be around people. Stand in front of people. Do some public speaking. It's like do something new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I want her to be in team sports You know, not swimming, not badminton.
Interact people.
Exactly. You learn to be a team player,
Yeah.
and then it's a very social thing. You grow up. You cannot don't socialize You know, be it at work or with your friends, you have to learn to work with people one way or another one.
It builds your character, it builds your charisma.
Exactly. So you have to. So I always emphasize, go and play some. And okay, on the practical side of things, right? You talk about, because nowadays they have this thing called DSA, direct school admission. Are you aware?
No.
So whereby they allow you to cut off some of the points for admission to secondary school based on your CCA.
So like you can from secondary 3 go straight to...
No. From primary school to secondary school, right? So like for example, now the system is a bit changed. Hers is the first year. So it's still, I think, not very clear to a lot of parents. But back in, for example, let me quote an example whereby it's easily understand for you and me. Our time, you talk about the PSLE score, about 200, something. So for example, ease of calculation, right? To get into this good school, I need a cutoff of 250, for example. Right? But I am very good in my CCA. I represented my school in basketball. We got first in the E zone, then national second, right? So with this, right, they allow you to cut off. That means instead of 250 to get into this good school, right? You can get in with 260
Because of your
CCA
sports.
Yes, of your CCA, not necessarily sports.
Just whatever club
CCA,
you're in,
yeah. And then this CCA is something that this secondary school they emphasize on. Certain secondary school are good in certain CCA, yeah. So like for example basketball, this school is damn good in basketball. They want to recruit good basketball player from primary school. So they call it DSA lah. They call it DSA. Yeah. So my girl is doing that, trying to do that now lor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of ways to. I think like the education system seems quite like there are all these different ways for you to add points here, add points there, right? Like
I think
last time
so
don't
far
have
now
one.
is last time
Last time don't have one.
Wow, we damn good if I.
Oh, you just can go to school because you can play basketball. That's not bad.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
But at least they are trying to incorporate the two, like physical activity and education.
Oh, again, I say not necessarily physical. You could be in computing,
Which is
computer.
like,
yeah, you could be in computer. You could be
like
in
a soft skill lah.
Some correct. Not
just
CCA
about
lah. Yeah, not
ABC,
yeah, correct. So I think okay lah, it's good lah. And again, I say. So DSA, right, back then, okay, what she's going through now, I was having this discussion when me and my wife were talking. You talk about, okay, sports lah, for example, right, you talk about swimming, so fucking competitive lah, individual, so fucking competitive. So I told my wife that I want her to be in a team sport, right, to be a team sport. Volleyball, she was in the school volleyball team, basketball. It's a team it's easier. So
you win as a group lah.
Exactly. Then more importantly is like I say you learn to socialize, learn to interact, work with people, you learn to manage. I always say this. I talk to my employees about this. You learn to manage people. Manage people. And when we talk about managing people, right, I'm not talking about managing your subordinate.
Not like delegating, it's managing like people who like
even your bosses.
Yeah.
Right? Even your bosses. So I always say this, again, share example, right? I share my experience. I always say this, I go to a construction site. I can talk to the project manager who's a fucking degree holder in some fucking engineering course, right? All the way down, PM, site manager, engineer, blah, 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 all the way right to that security guard at the door, right? You got to be, you don't go and talk to the PM and then like snub the security guard, right? So it's you interact, you manage people like them all the way down, right? You manage, cause to be told, right? The security guard, right? Okay, I'm quoting this example from my industry, like for example, my lorry goes into the site, right? Collect something, want to go out of the site again, right? The security guard want to make things difficult for you, right? He can just ask you to, oh no, you wait, I have to check. And it takes 1 hour to fucking check your lorry. He can do that. It's his right to do that. Right? Or you steal something from my site. Right? It's his right to do that. Right? Then 1 hour lost already. Productivity. You know what I'm saying? Right? So if he fucking want to make life difficult for you, can he? He can. Right? People don't do that lah. Anyway, right? But he can. Right? So sometimes I go to site, I buy coffee for my workers. You just buy one more packet for that burger lor, right? And more often these people are the people who can actually help you on site, who can actually do something for you on site, as opposed to people right at the top, like the project manager or the site manager, right? Because they will still relay the thing down to these people on the ground working with your workers, right? So yeah. So I always tell I will sometimes give some money to my workers, right? Like, okay, you later buy kopi, buy for that guy also. Buy the guy, It's social lah. It's social lah. You don't snub them lah, right? So, I mean, there are people, I've come across so many times, when they see foreign workers, people have that kind of, what's the word for it? Disdain, right? They see, then they like sham a bit, right? But I'm not saying all of them are good. I'm not saying all of them are bad also lah.
Just like anybody lah.
Exactly,
people,
right? Yeah. So, and they are important, part of our social infrastructure. Agree or not?
You need the garbage. You need the road sweeper. You need all these.
You need
people.
them, but will our local guys do this job or not?
Exactly.
That's the thing. Nobody will. Not in Singapore context. Yeah. And it's bad. It's bad. You know, construction workers, right? In the Ang Moh country, right?
They earn a lot.
They earn a lot.
Yeah.
High risk, first of all.
Yeah.
And it's a skill, no?
Yeah.
They are highly regarded, no? They are considered professionals. Yeah.
Yeah, only in Singapore, like,
That's
people
different.
don't want to work at 7-Eleven. They don't want to work in.
Not under the hot sun, right? Sweaty. Yeah. They don't get paid well enough.
That's
to do
true,
that.
also lah.
Yeah.
And we can outsource, what, right?
So cannot really blame them also lah. Yeah. What time is it now?
4:30. What time you need to go?
Toilet break. No lah, I got no time.
Hello. Intermission. This part we both went to the toilet. It was just silence for like 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna skip to the part where we came back. Okay, and action. What time you need to go again?
I don't have a particular time to go. I thought, are we still online?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, because I was thinking, here to talk about the gym, right? And it suddenly turns into my experience as a parent.
You know when I like this kind of thing, like this whole thing.
Is it on?
Is it? Test.
I don't
You're not
know.
here.
I don't think I can hear.
Let me see.
Is it on?
Can what? Yeah lah.
Can, huh?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Alright.
Like this thing. When I did this, when I started doing it, when I first started, like the first few episodes, I keep planning. I planned, okay, what should I say?
Right.
I wrote a script, like,
Right.
okay, hi guys, hi
Right.
everybody, welcome to my blah blah blah. I had questions, like, oh hey, Elson, what do you think about the blah blah blah? And oftentimes, whatever I plan never comes.
Digress.
like what? Like say, like okay, when we first started, I don't really know what to talk about, but I guess we'll talk about the gym, right? Just talk about gym life.
Yeah.
And then like fucking 1.5 hours gone.
Common-
What do we fucking talk about? We talk about nothing.
Common denominator,
Right?
gym,
Whatever
yeah.
that came up, just like how the Daniel one also and all that.
Yeah,
Like certain
yeah.
people, I know that there's certain things on us. Fadil or whatever, they got certain knowledge.
Right.
But then for like you and me, we're just fucking talk shit
Just
lah,
fucking talk
right?
shit lah.
Talk shit.
But yeah, Fadil I cannot lah.
You want
Fadil,
or not?
I did.
Very technical.
Very, very technical, yeah. So I'm not at that level lah, to be honest. I'm not at that
It was
level.
interesting to hear and like for me doing,
Enlightening lah.
for me doing it when I hear what he says, I'm just sitting here, just listening, listen. Oh, okay, certain the ATP, DPTP,
Right,
or whatever shit,
right.
Oh, okay. I just learn, I listen, and it was a nice experience to just be able to learn.
Right.
And then if I whatever, see maybe if I post it, people can learn about it. Great. If they can't, then whatever lah. Like,
Okay lah,
I'm
okay
not
lah,
like
yeah.
this is nothing. I'm not earning money or anything. This is a fun one.
Yeah.
That's why like
yeah.
whoever that I ask on this podcast, it's not someone super like some professor,
profile,
some scientist.
right,
It's just whoever. The rule is whoever that I want to talk to. Some people that do have a lot of knowledge, I don't really want to talk to them. Like
right.
some people I just don't want to talk to them because I feel like we don't vibe.
Right.
And then for you, like or for people that I'm familiar with, just come and just start chit chat. Talk
Yeah
about
lah.
nothing.
That's what I told my wife.
Yeah.
What you gonna talk about? I don't know.
Whatever, sit down and see what happens.
It's as far as I know, right, it's just two friends sitting down and just talk out lor.
And
Yeah.
it's really like I got to know a little bit more about you. You got
Right.
to know a little bit more
Yes,
about
yes,
me.
yes.
And the things that we should talk about also is relevant to everybody. This is thing. Who
I
can't
suppose.
who can't like connect with like how it was back then or being
Yeah,
a father or
yeah,
kids or life or whatever.
Yeah.
All these things are all very relatable.
Right. Hopefully, one way or another. Yeah, but gym, let's talk about gym a bit, right?
Yes, I have like a few questions here.
Of course, let's go.
But I guess it's also not. It's just very generic questions.
Fine.
I'll just say them out, okay? How did you start your fitness journey? And I guess it was because when you were young, you played sports, and then from sports became gym law.
No, I told you mine just now. Cause I need to send my kid to school.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, but it translates. Okay, I realized something. After I started gym, I learned from. Okay, I think it's the same with most people. When we first start gym, is to look better. Come on, let's face it.
Yes. That's still my current fitness goal.
No,
Of course I'll
get
look better.
healthier, get fit. Fuck off lah. The initial goal
Vanity.
is to look better.
Just to look good, yeah.
You are too fat, you slim down. If you're too skinny, you want to bulk out a bit, right? You just want to look better. Most of us.
It's an ego
I
thing
would say most of us.
But
Right.
at the end of your journey,
Correct.
it changes
Yes.
the intention changes. It's no
I
longer
wouldn't call it the end lah, but as you go along,
Yeah.
right, it becomes slightly different.
as it reveals itself, as the
Yes.
journey reveals itself. It's no longer
Yes.
about
not
just
about
six
just
pack.
pure aesthetic.
Yeah, it's-
Correct. So I think so it's the same as with me. Right? So I want to look better lah. I want to have some six packs. I want to have bulging biceps, Then from there I get to know people lor. All these people younger than me and they are younger. Like Afat for example, right? Strong fella has been in competition, bodybuilding competition. He does powerlifting now. Yeah, so he's been there. So you learn from them, right? Then they impart, and these people are, and I tell you, gym people are surprisingly one of the nicest people.
The gym community is one of the nicest communities in any kind of thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, they look intimidating, because big muscle, all bulging, right? But I tell you, none of them are. Look at Fadil. My God, look at him. They are so generous with their knowledge,
Information, yeah.
Correct. They are so willing to share. So it's the same as with the rest, right? Afar, even that day, like I say, right, I was trying to do deadlifting, and Omar saw, hey, look, you are not at your strongest point when you pick up the weight, right? Immediately, they are so willing to share, right? So you learn, and as you learn, as you go along, you instead of just pure aesthetic, right, you want to get stronger as well, and so on and so forth, right? You want to emphasize on certain aspect of your body lah,
goals, yeah.
so to speak, right? So I realized this as I start gym, right? It actually translate to my sports, So like basketball, football, contact sport, it's a contact sport. So as you build yourself to be bigger, your legs become stronger, right? You are able to take hits. You are able to take on heavier opponents. It translates to. So I start to appreciate this more. So at some point of time, right, you tell yourself, fuck, I can squat 140 kg. You mean I cannot take you on? That kind of thing, right? So I start to realize that, hey, it's so real, I can take on players bigger than me, and it's not so easy for them to shove me away, You know what I'm saying? I can dig I know how I can control I can control my body, the function better. I know how to activate certain muscles, to counter, whatever you are going to throw at me, right? In basketball, I take on bigger. Delvin, big enough, tall enough,
Yeah.
right? You can ask him. Okay, I'm not saying that I lock him down. I'm not saying him.
You can hold yourself against him. well
Exactly.
enough lah.
You can ask him if you ever invite him to this, right? You can ask him. I may not be able to lock him down. Like, you're gonna score 0 on me. No. But this is my theory. In sports, right? I don't lock you down. I try to, but it's almost impossible. But I don't make it easy for you. It's not like a walk in the park for you. I come in, stroll, and just dump a basket on you. No, make it difficult for you. So I've been through this with him. Like, we've been through this when we play basketball together sometimes. So I make it. I will go hard against him. It's not easy, cause fucker is big and tall,
yeah.
and he plays basketball. So his footwork there is. But you can ask him. Is it easy to yeah? it's not that easy, because you can, like I say, you are able to activate certain function of your body to go up against football. There was this one time I remember so vividly. I was playing 11 aside. Back then we were playing league. It's a league game. So we were up against. I'm the oldest player in my team lah. The next oldest one was probably about 6-7 years younger. The second oldest player in my team. So we were up against another team, younger team. I think they are university students. So they came out. Then it's an amateur league. So they came out and formed a team. We play against each other. Young fella lah. So we came up against each other. We were playing. I'm a winger, so I usually run at very high speed because I keep running up and down. Then I came out with this guy. He was trying to dribble past me, and then he couldn't stop in time. Bang onto me. He's running. He banged to me. He fell, and he was like, "Uncle." I pulled him out lah. I mean, I helped him out. Then he was like, "Wow, uncle." He called me uncle lah, right? Okay lah, I'm uncle lah, right? Wow, uncle. Oh, you damn strong lah. Right? It's not an ego thing, but it stuck with me. It stuck with me. It's like, how can I be like that? The result from the gym lah. Yeah. Right? It translates to a lot of other things. I have a friend who's doing logistic. He does logistic. And every time there's heavy shit that he need to move, right, he will call me, He will call me. And I will go and help him lah. And to me, those are not that heavy, actually. Yeah. And I'm saying this, bear in mind, Aaron, I'm saying this as one of the weakest member in the gym, like our morning crew lah, right?
Okay.
Among our group, right?
Okay.
I'm actually one of the weakest. I'm not. They are.
If
like
you compare it to the boys at the gym lah, yeah.
You talk about Daniel lah, Afat lah, all these other, right? I am actually the weakest.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you take me out of the gym into the real world,
public,
yes, yeah,
then
right?
you become yes.
You are able to do things that not many people can do. Yeah. You know I'm going with this.
Yes.
So it's beneficial. It all this gym the thing that we do, right? It actually translates to so much more benefit outside of the gym.
Because it's strength, right? You're building strength. And you're not just building physical strength, you're building mental strength, you're building resistance. And your body is also resisting to, like, say, diseases or sickness and this kind of thing. Because you're healthy, what? And you don't get a six-pack from eating McDonald's every day. So it's a lifestyle. Everything translates already. What?
Yes. Right? Knowledge lah, actually. They say knowledge is power. Yeah, so true, no? So true. So you learn how to, like I say, learn how to activate certain muscles, how to make certain things function better, right? And then nutrition as well, right? So you learn a bit here and there, put them all together. It doesn't need to be hard and fast. It doesn't need to be very strict, but it will still be beneficial to you as compared to someone who doesn't do gym.
It's inevitable that all these aspects of health you will start to learn about it while on this journey. Because like you will hit a certain like plateau, like maybe I'm not doing it right, so I need to do more study on how to form over function.
Right.
Then like, okay, wait, maybe I think I need to work on my diet. I feel so shitty afterwards every night. Maybe I'm not eating my protein. So eventually, as you progress through this journey, there will be aspects that you need to learn on.
Correct.
Right. Otherwise, you won't progress, ma.
You won't get to your goal lah, right? Like I say, initially it's to look better, then you start to want to look stronger. Now I'm sort of like I don't know, I call it my maintenance phase lah, right? You just want to be this healthy. You don't want to fall too far from this. Not too far from the grace, right? And then if I'm not looking to tremendously improve my strength or whatever, but I do try to still do a progressive overload every session. But it comes to a point of time where I cannot keep up lah. I cannot keep up.
So it's a lot of work lah.
So you try to do at least a maintenance. So like I say, I'm considered one of the weakest in the gym. You would know because we are there every day. But but outside of the gym, it is still very beneficial. It still puts you in a very good position, day to day. I shit you not, no. I shit you not. I go to the construction site. I actually carry this. I'm in construction, and I specializes in steel work, steel structures. So there was this one time where my manpower was quite short. So there were a few sites. So I can only put very minimum manpower at each site. So there's this one site, we were building a linkway, right? I only put 2 workers there. So I went there. So I actually helped to carry the steel.
What steel is this? What is like a
Milestone is a steel. It's just steel work, just steel like structure.
a long thing.
Yeah, it's just structure. It's structure. I don't want to get too technical lah. So it's just structure, right? So we are building a linkway lah, like what you see, the linkway. Yeah. So I actually carry the steel with my worker, and I tell you, I dare say my workers not as strong as me, I dare say that, and they are on site every day, and I dare say that, yeah. So you see, in some way, and I tell you, it could be me overthinking, but I saw that look in their eyes, they were like, fuck, boss, very strong there. That this guy can carry the thing, like. So I like I say I may be overthinking, but you
it's something to be proud of also, right? Whether you are overthinking or not, but it's just something like,
I can do it.
I
Okay,
can do it.
Proud or not, we don't know. But I what I'm telling you is that I can do it. You are able to do it.
That's what matters,
I can do it. And nowadays, at my age, I'm telling you this, right? I don't know whether you reached that stage yet, but I'm telling you this.
Your body betrays you.
At 45, right? I'm starting to think of old age. It's inevitable because it's a transgression. Last time when I play sports, right, I can twist my ankle.
Tackle people, don't care.
I twist my ankle. 5 minutes later, I'm back on the court. But nowadays it's different. You twist your ankle, it takes week. It takes week to recover from that. So your recovery is longer, right? So you last time when I was young, like when I play with older player, right, they're like, 哇，这边痛啊，等下我不可以打了 like
fuck
有这样夸张吗？ Like you exaggerating, really that pain, man? Really that what, man? But as you fuck, the thing is real lah, right? You don't fuck around. So I'm now at the age where I'm thinking a bit more like in my 60s. I don't want to come to a point whereby you need someone to hold you when you walk, to wipe your fucking ass when you shit, right? You need someone to feed you. You are immobile. You make life difficult for other people around you, first of all. And I'm a proud man, Aaron, you lost all dignity, I'd rather die. You know what I mean,
As it's like I know what you mean, right?
I'd rather die.
Yeah. Like I don't want to be in a coma, I told my mom, like, if I ever get in an accident, right? If I can't wake up, you give me 2 weeks. If I wake up, just pull the plug. I'm happy to go.
Same.
I'm happy to progress to my next life.
Same.
I don't want you to fucking everyday like,
come and look after me.
Then like pay money and all I'm doing is just
exactly.
Like, and then 10 nurses and doctors are out there like fucking looking at the monitor.
Exactly.
Just let me go. Like, I'm happy to go.
No, your coma now still not so bad now. Can you imagine you go to the toilet, your mom has to help you to the toilet, and you take a dump. You take a fucking dump. Your mom
I'd rather
clean your backside
like,
for you.
Just fucking work on my triceps. Fucking like do like if I happen to be handicapped, I will do my best to fucking like be that guy that can push his wheelchair up Mount Everest. I want to be strong,
Yes, you want to do that. So I am so scared of that. Maybe you like I say you all haven't reached that age whereby you start to think about this thing. I no dignity handicap still not so bad. Like what you say, right? I can train myself to do things that whereby I do not need to depend on another person. Just walking, you need people to feed you makan. That no dignity. Let me go lah.
It's not even about like, why you never ask for help. It's not about that, It's just about like who you are. Like I don't want to be weak. Right? We remember we have talking about this at
Yes.
McDonald's. I said I don't want to be weak, and I can't stand weak people, because you have everything in your ability to do anything that's necessary to survive. What?
Yes.
If you're no leg, no hand, you got your mouth. What?
You
got
do
your,
something
you got
about it,
something,
lah.
You
do something about it. Correct.
And I
Correct.
get it. Like, sure, not everybody's life is the same.
Yes.
Some people are worse off than others.
Yes.
I get it.
Yes.
All that we all understand. But
Yes.
but God is fair, because God made everybody unfair.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So you roll the dice, one is okay, you are born with a silver
Alright,
spoon, you're
yeah,
born with,
you're not-
with a shitty
okay,
parent
yeah.
or whatever. But we all are on this same
you
journey.
you make
make do.
you make do.
You make
Correct.
do. Whatever the dealer deal, you take and you play.
That's what I told my girl also, right? Playing basketball. I said you don't expect a good pass from your teammate all the time. But you do the best of what you can with it, right? It's the same thing. Right? You whatever, like you said, whatever is being dealt to you, you make the best out of it, lah. You try to make the best out of it. Sometimes the best may not be good enough, but you still do it, lah. Right?
But it's the best within your means, which is, that's all that matters, what?
Yes, exactly. You do your best. Right? So again, gym translate to that. It does, right? So I keep telling myself I want to be strong enough. And I tell you something, I recently lost a very dear friend. I don't know whether you're aware of it. I recently lost a very dear friend. He is not even 40. His birthday is this month in June. I just lost him. Daniel knows, because he was asking whether you coming to the gym tomorrow, and I said no. So I lost a very dear friend. He's not even 40. Right? He's not even 40. And I was telling him, we with our age right now, it's all about family. We don't meet up as often as we want to. And how it's so sad, like I tell you, Aaron. When we do meet up, it's usually somebody's, like,
A funeral, yes.
somebody's funeral. His grandpa passed away, because we were all quite tight, so we know each other's relative, parents, or it's someone's baby shower and stuff like that, right? So the last time I met him was, I think, 2-3 months back. Friend's grandmom passed away. I saw him. His name is Alvin, right? He's at a better. He's Christian, lah.
Rest in peace.
Yes. So they believe that he's at a better place. So I saw him. I said, dude, I haven't seen you in quite some time, lah, right? You look like you're in shape. So he give me that look. I said, fuck you, wrong with the shape, lah. Sort your life out, lah. I said that to him. I said to him, wrong with the shape. Sort it out. Right? Sort it out. Do something about it, lah. Come on. Because why? He has 2 small kids. The older kid is only in P2, right? So you need to sort it out, no? I said, dude, you need to sort it out, right? Because your kids are still very young. And guess what? He passed away last month, right? So it was so sad, no? It was so sad. And then you look at the wife. The wife was crying to me, and then she was like, why happened to her? The kids are still so young.
Yeah.
Right?
You put her in a position.
I have friends who passed away before, right? But they left on their own. As in, there was no...
Don't want to leave behind her.
No, as in, they were not married,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
kids, right? They were young
doesn't-
enough. I mean, gone too soon. But at least they leave nothing behind. But this guy is different. He's married, 2 kids still young. Exactly. So we are his very dear friends. We are all very close. We are all quite tight, right? So we have to do our part, one. We have to look out for the wife, look out for the kids. We have to, one. It is something that,
We have to be responsible.
I mean, I don't know. You cannot be responsible. You cannot be. You're not obligated to, actually. But it's a code, right?
So we are, as men, we are responsible
there
for
is that
everything
code.
that happens.
Yeah, there is that code, right? So you want to be able at the best of your ability, render help to your bros, wife, the kids, right? You want them to grow up into useful people that can contribute to society, not some. I don't know lah. I may be overthinking about these things, no. Right? What if one day you pass away and then you met Alvin in the other world, and then you realize then his kids are drug abuser?
Because
How the fuck are you gonna like talk to him? Like, I mean, you're not obligated to lah. Like again, like I say, but how you look at him, how you gonna answer? Like, bro, what happened to my kid? Why are they like that? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, these are
We do the best we can.
yeah.
Right? I always say this: you do what you can with what you have. Right? That you make the best out of the situation, lah. Right? So,
This is the reality.
Exactly.
This
So-
is like nothing. Like it's a reminder that we're not gonna live forever, and there is no guarantee that tomorrow belongs to us.
correct.
So we do what we can. We be kind to people. We do our best.
We try to
today,
We try, yes.
but we need
try our
reminders
best,
like this.
yeah.
Like
we do, yes,
we
yes.
need to
I agree.
remember that like any moment.
Agree. So that is why I keep saying this. I keep reminding myself, if I were to go, I want to go at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to burden anyone at all, right? I go as this, right? I don't need my kid to clean my ass for me after I go to the toilet. No,
Yeah.
I don't need, right? I want, if I do go, I want to be not a burden to anyone.
Yeah, I want to go to the mountain quietly and then like just disappear.
Yes. So and gym helps lah.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that I do play sports very actively also. Yeah. So all these things helps lah. All these things helps. I smoke though. But so far so good
You
leh.
gotta pick a vice lah.
So far so
Yeah.
good. You know, so far so good. In fact,
It gives you a bit of a rush.
no, you see the thing is this. Okay, I keep saying this, no. I think it's in the head. I tell people, say, well, I don't smoke, I cannot run eh. It's in the head lah, right? I don't think it's scientifically proven. But
You
if I don't smoke, I can't run.
how's that possible? I mean, like how?
I have to smoke.
Wouldn't
No.
you feel more chuan?
No, surprisingly no. Okay, again you can ask the guys. There are some people who are okay. Daniel, one of them. Shamil, also one of them. These two guys, they don't smoke. They don't smoke. They do their cardios religiously, right? Daniel does his run. Shamil does his run. But for the rest of the guys, I can keep up with them, no. Even though I smoke. Even though I smoke, I can keep up. And at my age, I can keep up with them. And so far, so good leh. So far, so good leh. I refuse to quit because my father, he's a smoker for 40 over years. The moment he stopped smoking, he stopped because of the grandchildren. Because my brother's kid and my kid, they came out at about the same time. So he decided, hey, look, you know what? For my grandkids, I'm going to stop smoking. And he did it cold turkey. Like today, I said I'm going to stop. He stopped. And then he didn't touch cigarette thereafter. And guess what? He's in construction, right? As well. So he's a very tough, very robust person, right? He can climb the steps, no problem. And that was when he was smoking. So the moment he stopped, I'm not advocating smoking lah. Okay, but hear me out first. The moment he stopped, very shortly after, we're talking about months, right? He start developing, certain conditions. He has this the spine was on one of his nerve, so it made
Pinching,
so he couldn't like really walk properly.
Right.
Yeah, he has to drag one of his, I can't remember the left or the right,
stroke?
yeah. No, not stroke yet.
just a-
Then after that he very fast. He degenerated very fast.
Because of smoking.
Yes, and the doctor did say this. He say it could be because you stop smoking.
turkey.
Yeah, cold turkey, right? So I think it depends on a lot of things. First of all, the period of time that you've been smoking. So if you've been smoking to 40 years, as compared to he's been smoking for 4 months, right? To stop 4 months, the effect won't be as bad. The repercussion not as bad, right? And then if you've been smoking for 40 years, you went cold turkey, as opposed to you from 2 pack
Gradually.
to 1.5 pack to 1 pack to half a pack, gradually over time. So I think it's not so bad as well, right? So but different, 40 years, 1 pack a day, cold turkey, boom, like that, very fast. Again, I'm not advocating smoking. As if you don't start, best not to, right? So but I have been smoking. I'm 45, about 20 odd years.
Do you intend to quit?
No, no, because again I say, so far so good, right? I don't really get sick.
You're fine lah. I
I'm
mean,
fine.
this has nothing to.
And I haven't got COVID.
Don't say that.
I don't know whether it's fine. I mean, I'm ready to get it. Inevitable, almost like. But up till now, so far so good lah.
Okay.
So far so
not
good.
bad.
Yeah. So I don't know if I tell people, because smoking kills the germ, kills the virus lah, right? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Again, kids, if you are listening out there, no. If you don't start smoking, don't. If you never start, don't start, right? But if you ask me, I don't intend to quit. Yeah, still running fine, still function well enough.
I'm sure. Like you're not a slave to it. It's a indulgence. Like a glass of wine at night.
Yeah, exactly. It's
something
more
to do lah. Something fun. Take a break. You're entitled to it.
Correct.
And it doesn't affect anything in your life. Sure, it's not the best habit to have. It's not like reading a book.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's still like, you're an adult. You can make your own choices. What?
Yeah.
But the point is that you're not enslaved by it. If you are like, oh fuck, I need my drink, I need my cigarette, then
I am a bit actually, to be honest with you. Like, okay, I don't like traveling because I don't like to fly. It's not because
you have the time that you don't smoke.
No, exactly. It's not because I'm afraid of flying. I'm fine with flying. It's just sitting down there, keeping still, and that's already one of my right. I am so active all the time, and then you cannot smoke, right? So I don't like to fly. Yeah. So I only fly like regional lah. They say
2-3 hours.
Yeah, 2-3 hours not so bad lah. 4 hours. Furthest I went to was Japan. It's like 5 hours. Still not so bad lah, right? Oh, you asked me to go States. My God. Right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But I think it's regardless of whether you're smoking or not. It's just like anybody will be sian of sitting in the plane for 20 hours. It's like,
but you don't have that crave, ma. You don't, right? But I do, ma. I don't eat. You know what I'm saying?
Like we're not perfect. We're all humans. We have our flaws.
So you're saying, are you addicted to nicotine? I think I am a bit lah. It's not to the point whereby you
gun to your head. If I force you to quit, you will. You know what I mean? You won't die.
If there is
if there is enough of an incentive, you will, and you can.
I might, and then it's not so bad that you like have a withdrawal symptom or what. Like,
so if you wanted to, you could, but you just don't want to.
I don't want to lah. At this point of time, I don't want to lah. Right? I don't know in the future, but now no. Yeah. So pretty happy with.
How much do you smoke a day? Like 1 pack?
About plus minus about a pack.
More than a pack. That's
no. Plus, it very seldom exceed a pack.
1 pack a day is quite a lot.
About 20 lah.
Yeah.
But I notice it tends to get more if I'm outside.
Because you're doing things.
Yeah, and then sometimes you talk to people, especially, right? Then you just keep.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but I still run. Is in I don't run. I hate running. I'm not like Daniel, or Shamil. They can go running.
I don't like.
I hate running. I'm good at running actually, but I hate it. There's so many things that I'm actually quite good at, but I don't like. I was quite good at my taekwondo also, but I don't like going. I don't like it. I quite good at driving also, but I also don't like driving. Wherever we like, my friends that say go Malaysia or what, then I'll be like, You want to drive? You drive, then we go. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the thing. Running, I hate it. But my cardio comes from the sports that I play lah. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's good enough.
So far it's good enough for me.
It serves
for me
its
lah.
purpose.
Yeah, I'm happy lah. Doesn't it helps also lah that I believe I have quite high metabolism.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Have you seen me eat? You see me eat.
Yes.
You see me eat, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And look at my size. I'm one of the weakest in the gym. I'm one of the smallest in the gym as well. But you saw me eat, right?
Yes. But I mean, like, calories in, calories out lah. So it still balances out.
No, I think
Plus your metabolism.
I think yes, my metabolism a bit
Yeah.
a bit different. I believe so.
But you look good. You look good for someone your age.
I am happy lah.
Yeah.
How about that? I'm
yeah.
happy with.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I'm happy. Good. Because I always believe this. No matter how good you are, whatever aspect of your life, no matter how good you are, you can always be better. Right? You can always be better. If you are already strong, you can always be stronger. If you are already, your body already look nice, you can always look better. That's what I believe lah. So, but if you ask me, hey, you look good, I would say I am happy with what I have now. But if it can be better, of course can be better.
You're content.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's what people should always strive for. Like, to be content is to be satisfied with where you are now.
It depends lah. It depends.
Whatever they have, like, say, to be content, like, okay, I'll elaborate. To be content with where you are now doesn't mean that, like, oh, I'm fat and ugly and, like, useless. I'm happy, what? So I don't need to do anything more.
Exactly.
But to be content is to be happy wherever you're at,
Right.
but to also still strive for something better.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you don't want to be at the top, like, I'm a millionaire, but oh, fuck, my life still sucks. I could be a billionaire.
Yeah,
Then, like, something's
right.
wrong. Then you will never find happiness.
Correct.
Because you're always chasing.
No. Okay. On that point, right? If you are stressed about it, and then you are, again, for lack of better term, right, obsessed about it, that you ignore other aspect of your life, then I think it's not healthy lah. I think it's not healthy, right? Of course you want to strive. Like you say, okay, I am a millionaire already. I want to strive to be a billionaire. By all means, go ahead. But not at the expense of other part of your life lah. You know what I'm saying? You ignore your family, you ignore your friends, you start on some you because of this you got to be on certain medication, then it's not healthy at all already. You know what I'm saying? But if it does not, hey, go ahead, be the best that you can be. Who's to stop you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at this point of time, I'm happy lah. I'm happy. I still try to, like I said, I still do my progressive overload lah. I still try to see if I can be stronger, right? Because at the gym, again, like I say, one of the weakest at the gym, you look at Fadil fucking Olympic lifting certain weight, which is maybe my squat weight, right? Or you look at Daniel, right? Do benching 100 over, he did the 120 kg on the bench, and like, damn.
Yeah, it's like 20, he did the 20 kg military press.
I was like, damn, right? But
I saw Fad this morning at the gym.
Is it?
I went to the gym today because I didn't go yesterday.
Right.
So I went today.
Did you talk to him?
I talked to him. I spoke to him. Like, but when he was deadlifting,
Right.
like, every color is there.
Right. I think I saw his reel.
Yeah. Then you see him butter soup.
Yeah.
Fucking smooth.
Exactly.
No, like, he never kicked anything. Just like
Never.
pop, so smooth.
He is. You do know this, right? He's I think the strongest man now.
I spoke to him, right. Then when he left, like when he gonna start already, then we fist bump, right. Then hey, can I ask you something?
Right.
Then I want to ask him to come on the pod, right?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know. I was saw it like 3-4 times, right? Then I said, hey, bro, can I ask you something? Then I like, I don't know how to ask. Then he like, what you want, because it's getting weird already.
Right.
I said, hey, you know I have a podcast, right? Then he's like, oh yeah, Daniel told me. Okay, so you know what I'm trying to ask, right?
Okay.
So then we just hey, when you're free, blah blah. Maybe I change like IG or something. Then it was a very wholesome interaction.
He is a very
nice guy.
He is nice.
Nice,
He's
yeah.
very but he's an introvert.
I can see that. Yeah.
But you just need to get past that line, right? Whereby he feels that he's comfortable with you already. He can go crazy.
He's an introvert, but he's not like he's not shy.
He's
like,
not.
He will still.
But he's very reserved.
Yeah.
He's very reserved, right? That's how he is with everyone. Yeah. But we've been in the gym with him long enough, lah, and like we other than gym. See, this is the beautiful part about this gym, no? We actually do stuff outside the gym. No? We gather for makan. Then there's the few of us who actually ride. We actually try to ride, and then go outside and makan, gather a bit. Then we do futsal together, right? So we do stuff outside the gym. Then some of them got married, right? Then housewarming, we invited. I never thought that I would come to a gym, get to know these people, and then get to know them well enough to actually, be a part of their life, to celebrate and, to actually, like, you example, to actually come to a podcast. I never thought that this is gonna ever happen.
It's just strange from
not from the gym,
because you want to look good naked. That's all it started from.
Exactly.
It's like, I want to look good naked, and then I fast forward, then you're going to weddings.
Yeah, exactly. So I never thought that we will one day this thing will come from the gym that I goes to. I never thought that I'll meet these people. And then again, I say yes, most of them are younger than me, but you learn, you share information, you share experiences, then you learn from them, right? And these fuckers are so generous with their information, with their knowledge, right?
And this is all valuable information because these people have gone through it. It shows, right? It like, look at their bodies,
exactly. Look, this guy is the strongest guy in Singapore, right? He can't go wrong, right?
Whatever he says about fitness, right? Listen to him,
Can't go wrong, right? Yeah, it's whether or not you can tailor it somewhat to your lifestyle, right? Like as a bodybuilder, I was having this conversation with my wife today, right? She is trying to maybe lose some weight, and I say, look, you cannot. It's not sustainable to be following a bodybuilder's lifestyle diet, right? You cannot. You have some benchmark, and you try to be close to the benchmark. Good enough. The most important thing is sustainability
and being active,
Yeah, you need to be able to sustain this kind of diet day in, day out,
Because it's the
week in, week out, month in, month out, right? It translates. If you gonna go, I fucking strict diet 1 week, that's it. And then
there's no results from that.
Then after you binge back, it's not going to work. You have to be able to sustain it as a lifestyle.
Intermittent fasting, you want to cut out meat, you want to be vegan, you want to do push-pull like 6 days a week, and then you do that for like 1 month, then you tired already, then you stop.
Exactly.
You have to be sustainable.
So you have to tailor it to your lifestyle, right?
And start small, start easy, do something that's
correct,
reasonable,
something that you can handle.
If 3 times a week is tiring, twice a week, once a week,
you
build
progress
from there
slowly. Correct, exactly. So I'm in a happy place now. If you ask me, I'm in terms of fitness, I'm in a happy place now, right? At my age, strong enough.
Strong enough, like we're not super strong, but we're strong
correct.
enough.
Strong enough
for the world
yes,
to do something.
Enough.
If like there's a danger or
right.
if there's something for you, I can push it away. I can help. I can do something
like that. Right. Strong enough.
Yeah. You hanging from a cliff, you can pull yourself up. Stuff like that.
Exactly. So enough to
survive.
Correct. Right. To handle what life is going to throw at you. Right. So strong enough, fast enough, fit enough. Athletic enough, and then maybe mentally also ready.
Because it comes hand in hand.
It does.
You have to be mentally strong enough to tell yourself, push through this pain.
Yes.
To get stronger.
Yes.
So it comes hand in hand.
Yes. Sometimes you do feel but you.
Some days good, some days bad.
Some days bad
But the point is that you're there.
We have a very close friend back then also Trevor. This is an Indian fella. He was like we all love him I don't know whether you met him.
I met him a few times, but I think we never spoken before.
Right,
yeah,
but we all love him. So I always say this as the great Trevor Duncan once said, you live to fight another day, right? You feel today, we live to fight another day, yeah. So okay lah, like I say, happy place now. Happy enough. Of course, we still try to that's what I'm trying to do. Like every week, I push a bit more. But certain week it don't happen. Never mind. The following week we try again. Push a bit more.
Do you listen? You don't listen to music in the gym when you work out?
My own music, no.
Yeah, but because you don't wear.
I don't.
What?
I don't.
I mean, for me, like I used to when I first started working out, I would listen to podcasts. So it's just people talking, right? Because I enjoy listening to podcasts.
Sure.
Just in general.
Yeah.
But then when I'm at the gym, and things start to progress, I feel my playlist change.
Right.
I listen to those like
heavy
fucking
I
stuff.
know
So
what you mean.
It evolved from
very
like,
high pace. Yeah, I know.
So it evolved from
yeah.
podcasts with just people chatting. Then it evolved to like EDM.
Right.
Then it evolved to hard style.
Right. Okay.
And it's just noise.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But it
I
helps.
get it.
It
I
helps,
get
you
it.
know.
I get it. Yes, I get it.
Like you need to turn on something in your mind.
I used to.
Yeah.
I used to, but after I start the gym, no, not so much. I haven't tried cause
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like you don't listen to music.
I don't. I haven't tried, but I okay lah. For me, it's not really a need lah.
And I guess also because our environment, like where there's music already, and then like it helps to like concentrate on the counting. Like I'll focus a bit more when I don't have anything in my ear to listen.
Is
to.
it?
A bit. Like sometimes when I don't have battery, right?
Uh-huh.
Then I have to work out without any song.
Right.
I feel like I'm a bit more focused.
Oh,
I'll
is it?
Concentrate a bit more on like pushing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think different people, different
Different
takes
people,
lah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think some people are actually more able to focus with the
Yeah.
music. Yeah. For me, I don't really think it makes too much of a difference. Yeah, not too much of a difference. It's not that I don't listen to lah, but
But it doesn't
I
make-
don't
yeah, it doesn't
really
matter lah.
see much difference. And yeah, I'm happy lah. I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the music part. Anyway, the gym has its own music. Not necessarily to my taste lah, but
Yeah lah.
make do with it lah. Right? Not complaining. Yeah.
Alright, here you go, phone. We can wrap it up if you want to.
Let me check. So do you have other questions in your script?
I do, but then they are all pretty like what we talked about already. Like, what are your fitness goals? How do you stay motivated? Generic questions, which like by asking that first question, was already answered already. You know?
Fitness motivation. Okay, initially it was to look good, right? Look good, then you try to be stronger, But it changes when I had a kid. I don't know whether I've told you this before.
I mean, no, but like I feel like being a father will change people on, right?
It does.
You are like you have someone to fend for now. You have someone that you are responsible
Accountable,
for, and that is the
yes.
ultimate motivation right there.
Actually, I want to be honest about this lah. It's more of a ego thing actually. Because I don't know whether you saw this before or not. There was this game show. It's in the States. It's called My Dad is Better Than Your Dad.
No.
No, I okay. It was quite some time back. I think it's like 1 or 2 seasons already, and they stopped it, right? But I caught that show. So basically, what happens is it's a father, specifically father and kid game show.
Kid, like a kid.
Yeah, kid. So there will be I think 3 or 4 teams of father and kid duo, right? Then they will take part in certain games, and it is the games are physical, and also some
Mental.
not mental lah,
Quiz,
like quizzes, like those good to know those
How many countries are in the
something like that, right? So I saw that, then I was like, hey, I want. Then when by the end of the show, right, there will be one winner team. And the kid of the winner team gets to say this. My dad is better than your, and every time I tell you, it's different kid lah, obviously, right, every episode, but every time until when the kid says it, right, I tell the expression is like, my dad is better than your dad, like, it's a fucking flex, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I want to be that dad lah.
Interesting.
I want to be that dad, you know what I'm saying, yeah, so I try to do that. It was before that thing happens. That thing happens before I had a kid, right? I saw that show before I had a kid. So when I do have a kid, then I remember that thing. Then I'm like, I want to be that dad. I want to be that father. You know, like, again, I see it's an ego thing, right? I don't know whether you can try to visualize this scenario, right? When my kid goes to talk to other kids, and then like, oh, my dad is a and like oh, my dad complete his studies. I mean, off my mind lah, right now. My dad has an MBA, like.
My dad drive Ferrari. My dad has
right, like,
I got six pack lah, this or that.
Yeah, my dad can squat 140 kg. Can I do that? that kind of thing, right? It started from there at a very subconscious level. Like, I want to be that, right? If ever there's this thing, I'll take part. I'll bring my kid, let's go. I'll go whoop ass. How about that? That's it. Yeah. So it's a bit of an ego thing. But then after that, you got over it lah. You got over it, and again, I said I'm in a happy place now, lor. Right, in terms of my fitness and my health, I'm okay. I think I'm okay than the general population. Yeah. So yeah, lor. So I'm quite happy lah. Quite happy.
Well done.
Yeah.
I feel like to have a certain understanding of the world, to
Yes.
prioritize certain things in
Yes.
your life, this is all very important, and you work towards that.
Yes.
Right? And then all these goals are good goals to have. What? To be a better version of yourself.
Yes.
To keep your children and family safe. To make them feel proud of you. All these are very valuable and very valiant, honorable things to want to achieve.
Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I think. Because I mean, that's what I think lah. And I strive to be the best that I can. It doesn't happen all the time. But you do what you can with what you have, or you make the best out of the situation. I keep saying this, so you try to make the best out of that situation that you are given, right? Yeah.
Yep. And in the words of Daniel, no one will help you but yourself. Yeah. No one will help you but yourself. You must help yourself.
But it's good to have people that you click with, more so when you are in the gym. You know what I'm saying, right?
To have the
that motivation,
people, everybody
they push
is
you.
there working on themselves, trying to be the best version of themselves.
Correct.
And to be around that presence is really like you have to.
You try.
Do your best as well,
you try.
Right?
And then when there are times you know there are times whereby I don't think I can go for another rep, no. Then suddenly out of nowhere, fuck, Elson will feel from behind, right?
Boom. I was about to say that.
Come on, go for another one, right? You push each other.
Yeah.
Then it could be mental, but sometimes
it's energy lah.
Yeah, you see that guy. Someone else is not giving up on you.
That's a good way to describe
right,
it.
Fuck you give up on yourself, right? Someone is there to, hey, look, bro, I got your back. Go for you are capable of going for that one extra rep. And I tell you more often than not is that one fucking extra rep that
that's the one that matters.
Right,
Yes.
right. The first 7 to 8 reps is just getting there, that last 2 or 1 rep is the one that really makes the difference.
There are days at the gym where when I'm there, or like sometimes when you just go like a random fucking Tuesday or Wednesday, just a random day, and sometimes you go like it's like the energy is very sian, very like tiring, very low, and that's fine.
We get that.
Yeah, we get that. But then like I'll just see somebody going strong, like struggling, and, like, and that is infectious. Like that. I see that guy. I don't. Maybe it's one of us. Maybe it's some guy that I don't even know.
Yes.
But he's doing his best.
Right.
Then like, you know what, fuck it. I want to try as well.
Yeah.
And then it spreads.
Yeah.
And sometimes, especially on shoulders day when I'm doing
Right.
my thing, and then you come in, you stand there. wait, look at me, and I know that you will catch me. What? So
Yeah.
I just like, fuck it, I'll go. I'll
Go
just
lah, go.
And you push yourself to the point where you wouldn't without
Normally,
someone there.
correct.
And then like, I could have done it, and then you just stand there. You never help me. Maybe like it's one of those that you don't need to assist, and then like, yeah, okay, good, like done.
We can see lah, like,
Can see
okay,
one,
he can do this on his own.
Yeah, then you cannot just go in, support a bit lah.
Then that he decided to go for that one more rep.
Yeah, okay, good.
Like he decided, then you start to inch a bit closer,
support a bit,
and then look at him. Okay, then you know, okay, he need that push a bit.
Yes,
Go in, right? You push him a bit. That one rep matters lah. I feel, yeah. So even like that day when I was trying to go for to hit my
Squat lah.
yeah, my max lah, my max for after so long, right? I was trying to hit my max. So I was talking to Daniel the week prior. I said, hey, you know how you say, hey, because the program we were on back then, it's like every other week you need to try your max one. Yeah. So I stopped for a while, but I tweaked the program to my needs, to my one. Then I change a bit here, change a bit there. So I haven't been trying my max. So that day, we were talking about it. Then I said, okay, well, maybe I should just give it a go. Then just nice holiday begins and everything, you know, sort of like just falls into place. So I just tried. I didn't improve my max. At best, I maintained. I think my squat, at least I maintained. Deadlift, I lost a bit. Bench didn't go up because my elbow is giving me a problem. But again, I said, we live to fight another day, right? So I don't beat myself too bad about it, because first of all, we are not competing, right? I had this conversation with Daniel also. So as long the weight move considerably, I think it's okay. It's fine enough. Yeah. So again, I say happy. At least you know you didn't fall too far from back when you were at your strongest at that point of time. So I okay lah. Okay. So yeah, okay. I'm happy. I'm fine. Yeah. But we still try to push a bit every week, a bit, and then see how it goes, lor. You see how it goes. Yeah. I still hate gym, but the people there makes it so much easier. It does, and I really appreciate this. I do. People like you, Bruce, Daniel, right? Eddie, come on, man. Eddie,
We're the dream team, man. Everybody knows us. We're fucking famous.
I don't know whether we are famous or not.
We're notorious. We're fucking notorious.
But maybe you speak for yourself. I'm not that. No. I'm okay lah. I always in my corner doing my shit, right? I'm okay. But okay lah. You know, I'm happy. People there are nice. So far, maybe one or two guys lah that doesn't that spoils the vibe. But
we have numbers in a way. Like we have more friends than enemies.
Yeah. No enemies lah.
And whoever that is our quote unquote enemy, it's like they are on their own doing their own thing, being a nuisance or whatever.
Yeah. But okay lah. Generally, good place to be lah. Good place to be. Good time to be at also. Cause I always feel that it's me lah. I don't know about other people. It's me, but I want to get it done and over with. Like then I can like do the rest of my day. You know, go about doing my shit, right? But gym, get it done, and it just so happens so nicely my lifestyle lah. You know, like send my girl to school, go to the gym, shower, and get my calories in, my lunch, go to work. Yeah, so happy lor. So that's good. And you know people around you, Daniel, people lah, right? Trying to get Jackie Jong tickets from Eddie as well, right? Which I would not have. I would be lost, right? Like if, right, who should look for to get this kind of lobang, right? I wouldn't be on a podcast, right? Right? Yeah lah, so generally good lah. Generally good. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah.
That's a nice note to end it on.
Yes. and I genuinely wish for this, that I think I've told some of the guys before. I genuinely wish that every one of you will get better in life, generally, right? In terms of a career, in terms of your health, everyone just get better together. Yeah.
You want to see the people around you grow. You want to see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
people
yeah,
around
yeah.
you get better.
It's okay. I'm beyond the point of competing lah. Like, I want to be better than you, right? If I can, why not? But if I don't, then fine, right? But I genuinely, this is real. I genuinely want to see people around me, not only my gym friends, generally just people around me, my friends, my family. I want people to just get better in life. Just so sometimes maybe I a bit lost lah, when I see things that, like my friend who passed away, like, dude, come on, man, like, do something about it.
It comes from a place of love lah. Because you see something that you know is like, hey, this is...
Yeah, but some people don't take it that way.
But that's on them, right? That's on them because like they've decided to admit that you are right means to admit that I am wrong. If you say, hey, bro, you fucking unhealthy, can you do something about it? I don't want to admit it to myself that I'm unhealthy. So fuck you for calling me fat, right? Or whatever.
May or may not lah.
But it's on them. It's on them, right? So if to say that, like, you know what, fuck, Elson is right. I need to do something because I'm fat as fuck. I'm unhealthy. I got kids to take care of.
Right.
To admit that, it's hard. People don't want to hear these things.
You think?
It's just like, look, people don't want to hear bad things about themselves, right? They don't want to. It's hard for them to admit it.
Right.
So
that I get it.
So if it's hard to do that, then I live in my lie. I live in my own false reality.
Sure.
That life is fine. I'm gonna live forever. I'm just gonna have fun. Whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But then for someone to really, and it's a true friend, an honest friend to come in like, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Bro, do something about your life. Wake up.
That's
Snap
what I say.
out of it.
Yeah, that's what I say. Real friends don't say things that you like to hear. No.
Like it's like no one's gonna like, hey,
you're fine,
you do you,
you're okay, you're great, yeah,
you go girl or
yeah.
whatever. You look fine. Don't have to worry about that. Just live your life.
Yeah.
These are the people that you gotta be careful of because they support your false reality.
Right.
They are contributing to the lie. Because they don't want to cause trouble. They don't want to stir shit. Right. But the true people, like, again, this is the real world. In the real world, there is certain things that we don't want to face.
Yeah.
Or you need someone to say like, hey, fuck
reality
is in the dictionary.
Right, yeah.
There is bad people out there. You must be aware and you must know.
Yes.
And you must do
something about it.
Do what you will with this information,
Yes,
but
yes,
know that
yes,
it
yes.
exists.
Yes.
If you don't take care of yourself, you'll die. That's
Yeah,
the truth. No other way is there. Can you shape this to like, no,
Correct.
actually there's a magical cure that will heal you. There's no such thing.
I like what you say when I like what you say when you say it's from a place of love, right? I if I don't love you enough, right?
You wouldn't.
I can't be bothered lah. Why is it my business to tell you,
Exactly.
hey, I don't go to a random person on the street, hey, you're fat, do something about it, right? It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me, but yeah, I hold you dear to my heart. And that's why I feel that, I should say something. I say 1 time, I say 2 times, I say 3 times. If you listen to it, good. You need help, I'll help you whenever I can. But if not, then I done my part.
But see, that's the thing. The only people that can help you is you have to be able to help yourself.
It's
And
still
you
yourself.
you must want to do it.
Correct. So
Right.
the first thing to solving a problem.
Is to acknowledge that you have a problem.
There you go.
Right?
Right.
So that comes from self-awareness or from someone
Correct.
like pain.
Correct.
You must go through a certain pain. You must
Yes.
hit bottom to
Exactly.
then like, oh shit,
Like,
I need to do something.
you feel a
Because the path that I'm
slap.
on
Yeah.
is not the right path. Already.
Correct.
Right? It's true lah.
Yeah, I got people like this around lah, and I appreciate it. Right.
I value truth and I value honesty and
Not everyone, bro.
Not everyone because it's
Like you say, it's usually ugly.
it is, but you
Yes.
must be strong enough to handle the truth. That's the thing.
Correct.
And in this world,
Open-minded lah.
in this
Open-minded.
world, like there's like this world is an illusion. Right? Everything is all not real. All these distractions, all these things are not real. So you must always seek out the truth. If I'm being like metaphorical, right?
Right.
So what is true? What is the most true thing? Whatever it is, whatever it's the people that you talk to, whether it's the things that you do, you must always seek the truth in that thing that you do.
Right. Yeah, I think okay. My mantra in life is 不要去害人啦. You know what I'm saying? You don't try to step on someone's head to go higher, because it will just come back lah.
I was about to ask, do you believe in karma?
I do believe in a way. But sometimes sometimes you do things out of necessity. You do understand, right? So it's a matter of priorities. Like, I do this because it will translate to something better for my family, right? Then you are given a choice. Of course, you want to prioritize your family, but as far as possible, right? You don't want to get anyone to trouble. 你不要害人.
We all want to try and do that to achieve that, but along the way, if you have a very like clear goal, you do have to step on some people. It's inevitable. If you want to protect your family and to defend them, you might need to kill someone to protect your family, right? In the name of good, you do something bad, like what you just said.
I try to sidestep that as far as
possible. But so inevitably, you try and do the best that you can and not step on anybody, but there are times where you need to. But you do so kindly.
Stepping on people is not so bad. What I mean is you have to put that person into some sort of situation whereby it's going to affect his life in a very drastic manner.
Now you don't have to be
不要害人.
You don't have to be so malicious lah. If you need to do something like, okay, if the guy disturbing you punch him. You don't go and fucking stab him, kill him.
Exactly.
Just like teach him a lesson, be on your way.
Yes.
Don't have to go and spit on him, step on his...
insult him lah.
Just like...
ask after his mother or his father.
Just like do what you need to do to move forward.
Correct. That's exactly what I
meant. You don't have to be
Yes,
malicious.
correct.
That's why I say like do so with kindness. So, bro, step out of the way because I need to go here. If you don't want to, I'll punch you.
Then I need to do what's necessary lah.
You're down,
fine.
I'm gone. You know, you carry on.
Yeah. That's good. That's exactly what I have in mind. Yes. But we we try to do best. To do good. We try to do good. Yeah.
Well, do you have any final words?
No final words. Whatever I think I can share with, I already shared. Right? And it's a good session. I enjoy myself actually.
I'm glad. It was
so
easy, it was fun.
It was so I enjoy it.
I'm happy to do another one of these days. I was thinking of like having like Daniel
a few,
just
right?
Like a few, and then we fucking talk. That's why.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
It'll be fun.
Let's do it. Like we try to figure.
That's why I wanted to get everybody down first, get their own episode down. Right. Then we have a collab. Like fucking like hey, Bruce.
Nice.
Fucking talk shit.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
It'll be fun.
I don't mind doing that. Yeah.
When the time comes,
let's
when
do
things
it.
happen, we want something, we want to talk about something.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Alright,
I'll be curious to see how that goes.
I've done 2 people.
Not a group.
Not a group lah, because like everybody will fucking talk and then
not a group of wankers.
That's why. So it will be fun if it's like all our friends and we can vibe off each other.
Bunch of wankers like I said.
Like fucking like at the gym like how we always behave.
Yeah. I would love to do that. But you need nowadays headphones.
I think
do you know?
maybe like don't need lor.
Is it?
Like you don't need it, you know what I mean? Like you don't need it. And I think with 4 people it's gonna be a very noisy radio. I cannot do anything about it.
Maybe you can ask Edward also lah.
Maybe like 2 people where then the other 2 don't need area. Or I just buy like a 4 thing. I don't know.
Maybe Edward has the equipment, can ask him.
He might,
also.
but I also like it's not all the time I'm gonna have like 4 people. So I don't need to go and invest.
Don't need to buy lah. Just ask him, borrow from him if he has. We can do this shit together. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. It'll be like just fucking with each other.
Yeah, it will be fun. I think the next person will be either Bruce or Afat. Then once like the most of us are done, then we do it. Yeah.
Okay, man, let's do it.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your Instagram or how can people reach you, that kind of thing?
It's alright lah. It's
Yeah.
alright. Because okay. Nothing interesting Nothing really interesting lah. I mean, if they want to find out, then they just ask you lor. You
true
can.
lah.
Okay, I hereby grant you the permission to share if, right?
I mean, I'll tag you. When this comes out, I'll tag you like the thing. People they can go and click lah.
Yeah.
Okay?
Anyway, it's private. It's private,
that's
so
true.
I get to choose whether I want to
True.
let you follow or not lah. But nothing interesting. Nothing interesting to my life is. At this point, it's just boring lah. It's just
Boring is good.
I think so. I just want to
Just live your life. Do your own thing lah. Don't have to care.
I just want it this way, not too high profile.
Okay.
Right. I'm happy.
All right.
Anyway, again, thanks for having me. I enjoyed the session. Let's do this again.
Likewise.
The group. Yeah. With the group, then let's see how it goes, man.
Fun, dude.
All right, man.
All right.
Thanks.
And that's it.
Awesome.
2 hours 45 minutes.
It's okay lah. Good time, right?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for listening. If you made it all the way to the end, I hope you had some interesting takeaways. Hope you enjoyed the listening. I enjoyed chatting with him. And I feel like we both have a lot of common principles and ways of thinking. So it was nice to bounce certain things off with him, hear his ideas. I share mine, he share his, Yeah, I enjoyed it. He's a good guy, good father, good guy to have at the gym, So, come say hi to us if you know where to find us every morning at the gym. And then more gym bros episodes to come. I might also start reaching out to some of the old yogis, see who's free. Just try and mix things up a bit. Get some variety going. Until then, I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing good, enjoying themselves, having fun, staying safe. And then I'll catch you next time. Okay? Bye.